Yeah, Sarah's not good at this.
All right. Well, we're gonna be playing some Fate. Good old Fate. I'll crack open my character sheet here so everybody can have a little look see. This is my homie, Thaddeus Frey. He's a he's a true believer. He believes in the gods, even though they don't actually interact on this plane. He's got good magic skills. He's jack of all trades. So once I use up all my magic, I can switch it up and start using something else. I got good mental stress, so I can use lots of magic before I start getting fucked up. This is my first time actually playing the Fate system, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. You guys have
Just
played
great.
before, right?
I played plenty.
Plenty.
I've also played Penny. I don't want to mention, as we have told you in person, Doom, but I just want to mention for anybody who may be watching the stream, this is a very bastardized version of the Fate system.
Oh,
So,
yes. The more
nothing.
bastardized,
If
the
you
better.
were, yeah, if you are a veteran Fate player and you happen to be watching the stream at the very beginning, surprising if that is the case. But if that is the case, nothing's gonna look the same to you. I'm sorry.
Well, this is like Sife's little
But
world, right? He created this whole little plane of existence, so it's different from other things.
but Dell, Fate is literally just a system of systems. So if anyone's watching Fate, they're going to be expecting something different from the Fate system.
It's a meta
I
system.
so let's put it rather true.
Honestly, you're probably just boring if you're just playing normal ass Fate.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a possibility. So
Someone tunes in, just like, what do these guys play? Normal Fate? Get this shit off my screen.
normal ass
Exactly.
Fate. What is
That's
that?
what I would do.
Who
The
That's what I would
fuck
do.
is
plays?
this?
Who would play such a thing?
Just fucking yeeted.
Alright, your savior is back. I'm gonna be eating directly to my mic just for this stream.
Amazing. Perfect. Perfection. It's
Very
amazing, perfect,
professional.
perfection.
Very professional, very cool.
Perfectional.
Alright, so, while I'm stuffing food in my face,
I use magic to assist you.
use magic to good shit. Speaking of which, did you ever actually write down your spells?
What? What spells?
Are you pretty sure you have spells, right?
Yeah, you have to write down your spells, man.
I thought we
Pretty
just
sure you
no.
have
I
spells.
took the thing
What
that lets me use
spell?
all the spells, didn't I?
What do you mean all the spells?
Or I have to pick like 5 spells that I can use for the day. Is that like what you're saying?
Yes, you prepare your spells and then you can prepare them every day, but they do last a day.
Oh man.
And you have to make them and stuff.
Yeah,
like
and you have to
sometimes
actually
you
like
make neat
read
ones.
them and see
Like-
what they are.
Like if you look in my sheet, I have all the 4 spells I can use right now listed. But you can switch them, of course.
Yeah, you switch them when you prepare your spells at the start of the day. So while you're
Though
doing
I'm probably.
I'm gonna eat this food.
You also don't have equipment.
Yeah, do you own a sword or something?
No.
I assume you don't wear armor, but do you own a sword?
No, I don't sword things.
You don't sword things.
I mean, I'm
Just-
not too horrible with melee, but I'm more of like a magic thing, right?
I mean, yeah.
True. But you're not carrying anything.
You carrying do you have a backpack?
I'll
I mean,
I'll-
if you
I
don't
have
have a backpack, that's fair.
robes.
I didn't write down a backpack.
Maybe I have robes.
What about money?
I have a money.
You do. You all start with 100 gold. Do you have like a holy symbol or anything denoting any god you follow?
I yes, I would. The deities of magic. I looked it up and I can't remember what it is right now.
There's no deities of magic. There's some of like knowledge and shit like that. But you'd have to decide which of the which you are following.
Which of the which?
Which of the what?
Which of the which?
Okay.
You'll get the hang of it, Doom.
It's okay.
No, I don't
Be
want to.
Right, and do. You can do it.
I don't know.
Or do you?
I try not to. I don't even have like a thing for equipment.
You don't? You should.
Oh, there it is. At the very bottom.
Yeah, very bottom. Yeah. So you can create your spells. You have an intellect of what? 3, so you know 6 spells in an even time. Not bad.
Yes, I have an intellect of 3 and a willpower of 3.
In other words, you have big mage energy.
Yes.
I need to make some echoes. Nice. Good start.
What did you roll?
That's
Oh,
not
okay.
how you spell fancy.
I thought you actually meant good start, and you rolled like a crit or something.
No. It's a good
Um,
start because I'm getting rid of the bad.
so wait, these spells that you have, did you make them? Or are they like somewhere in a book? Like,
Made them.
We made them.
I think he's asking like the like spell effects and stuff. I found him in the Scythe wiki.
the Scythe
Oh.
Wiki.
Scythe wiki? Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
Life Wiki.
And that's in the Discord.
That's in the info tab. It's the Athia Fate document, not the Athia Lore document.
Okie dokums.
And you just mix and match with the spells.
Yep. So with a willpower of 3, and you didn't put any stunts into making your magic or your spells specifically more powerful, you can have any spell with a power of 3 or lower, and it has a power of lower than 3. You can also add extras onto it, which can increase range, make it AoE, or make it add aspects.
Okay. That's fine. I'll have to go through and find that stuff because it's gonna take a minute. We can probably I can probably do that as we play though.
Okay. Well, I'm not finished eating, so.
So
Yeah.
I got time either way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well,
I gotta do macros. I finished macros.
wow, that took so long.
You did. Did you find the thing you were looking for, Dallas?
No, I never did. I got kicked out of your game before it happened.
Oh, I'm not seeing this thing.
This thing?
It's in pinned messages or what? Or what?
It's the info channel.
The info channel. It's like a whole channel.
Athia Fate.
Athia Fate. Yup, go there, even though it's risky. Okay.
Oh, it's risky for you?
Well, I mean, it says that trusting other people's links is risky.
My computer doesn't worry me about that because my computer thinks I'm a grown-up.
Okay. Magic.
Thinks. I suppose I just said I wasn't a grown-up by saying it thinks I'm a grown-up. Oh well. I owned myself. Alteration, destruction, illusion, mysticism, blah 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 blah.
Indeed.
So I was thinking about like more kind of conjury type magic.
Well, you already got conjure type magic for other stunts, remember?
Yeah. So since that's already like covered for that, this other thing will be more along the lines of like the ritual stuff or
Rituals are separate from arcane magic. Arcane
Oh.
magic is like just things that take an action, and they're things you will do most likely in combat, although there are non-combat uses for a lot of them. The ritual magic is separate and have both in combat and out of combat uses, but you have to take those as separate stunts, and they're a bit more expensive because they cost a full refresh for each ritual. Ugh. So the options you have with arcane magic as of now, or you could not take arcane magic and instead take a ritual if you want.
Oh, when we were doing the character creation, I definitely decided to go with the arcane magic.
It's just very versatile, which is very nice.
Probably get some destruction stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I think I want to do. Okay, so I can't do power above 3 because that's what my thing is at for now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
For instance,
And a lot of power above 3 ones are going to be like slightly dangerous for you to do. For example, well, I don't know. Depends on how close you want to get to your enemy. But default, everything is basically like a touch spell. So like if you took fire damage for like a fire bolt, it wouldn't be a bolt, or it could be a bolt, but it's all within the same zone because fate. But you could also choose to take something weaker, like lightning damage, then increase its range.
so you go into general spell effects, and that's where you can affect like give it AOE range or aspects.
Okay. So I'm looking for like some low level stuff that I can buff. Because a lot of this stuff is like too strong. Like all the 4s and all the 3s I already can't even. Well, actually, no, the 3s I can do.
3s you can do, and some of them are probably worth it, honestly. Like, maybe not the destruction ones, but like illusion spell with calm could be definitely useful. Some of the mysticism ones with detecting various forms of like magic or creatures, stuff like that. Dark vision could be very useful.
I don't recommend the some stuff since I have it 24/7.
Well, the detect stuff you have 24/7. Actually, you also have fucking telekinesis.
Yeah.
And you, because of having detect 24/7 and your ability, you basically have dark vision. But it's nice being
I
able to see
think that the intellect and alteration are the 2 schools that probably would fit me best.
illusion and alteration.
All right, illusion, intellect, and alteration, endurance.
All right, so yeah, the enhance ability, like literally, you already have an ability that's very similar, just a bit more powerful, and you could make it even more powerful by having enhanced spells as well. And then transmute always good to have a little bit of sources of like water breathing, feather, low fall, and stuff. And then the illusion, calm and silence are within your power rating right now, and you're pretty good with those. You're pretty decent at those.
Yeah, it's just good. I don't know how many spells you have. I don't know your sheet.
He's got
But,
6. He's got
yeah,
3
6.
or 3
Yeah.
intellect.
Just have like a ranged destruction and a powerful destruction, and then go crazy for the other ones.
Well,
That's why I rate
he's
it, at least.
destruction because he has conjured barrage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, conjured barrage is ability he has.
Wow, somebody's
be
really
right back.
scuffing their mic up.
Is it Delis?
Might be me.
Okay. So I kind of want to have like a hidden belt daggery thing. So like it looks like a belt, but like if you like fiddle with like the buckle in a certain way, you can pull out like just like a tiny little punch dagger.
Yeah, I mean that's easy enough. Hidden dagger. You got a what are they called? A garter sheath.
No, it's a belt. Like I'm wearing robes with like a belt that goes around with like a round symbol, but like if you can take off like a part of the round symbol and it becomes like a curved kind of handle that's like perfect to fit like your hand around and like a
Yeah.
sharp little like 3-inch blade and the
Yeah.
whole circle's like about 4 inches around.
Yeah. As long as you have equipment that would make sense for your character, then you can have it. You know, besides like really powerful stuff, obviously.
Unless it's a gun. Guns aren't powerful at all.
Guns are not powerful in the slightest. They're weak, Dallas.
Okay, I got robes, I got a belt with the dagger in it. I got a walking stick.
You got a submachine gun.
Okay, so that's, I mean,
I'm back.
I guess that's good for items. It's, I guess.
I mean, not really much else you would probably need other than your holy symbol, and you don't even need a holy symbol really. But assuming you are actually trying to convince people you're a man of religion, which you kind of are. You're a weird character. Can't really
Okay.
think of anything else.
Yeah, I'll have to look up the deities real quick as well. And then where do spells go?
In the
Extras?
extras, or if you want to make your own little section for it, you can.
His are at the bottom, so I'm gonna click here, and then I'm gonna make a table, and I'm gonna make it 2 by 6.
That sounds
In
accurate.
oh, but then there's no titles, so I'm gonna should have made it 2 by 7, and
Luckily,
then
you can add onto it.
so wait, you got wait, how come he has like level 5 spells? Do those like wreck his day?
He spent a couple of refresh making his spells more powerful.
Hmm. And my 4 mental stress box is always taken up by one of them.
One of his things is he can expend his highest level mental stress and increase the power of his spells by half that value.
Okay, because I'm looking at his thing and I'm seeing that he's got all these like he's got power 5, power 5, power 5, and I'm like, but I have intellect 3 and I can only do power 3, and he has intellect 2.
He has to mean those 4 spells.
So shouldn't that make? But now, so I could do a thing that would give me more power.
Yeah, you could you can make a stunt that gives you more power on spells.
Okay, and that would bump them up. Okay, okay. I'll save because I only have 2 fate points and I kind of want to keep them for now.
Yeah, fair enough. You are the only character who did not spend all of their refresh, so you'll have the benefit of having more fate points.
Fate points are like the strongest thing in this game.
I mean, they're strong. I wouldn't say they're the strongest thing in the game.
They allow you to either re-roll or just add 2 when you're not gonna win. It's just like it's so tasty.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff you have do that too. You know, add aspects. Aspects are basically just a fate point, although fate points have a limitation on how you can spend them.
Yeah, but I can also like bump my aspects after the fact with the fate points.
That is true. You can be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna add on another 2 because
Get the
haha.
extra juice. Okay. So I'm gonna try and use the same format. Okay. So I'm gonna do a damage thing.
You can do anything, though personally I don't even recommend it because you have Conjure Barrage unless you're specifically looking for the bonus decks.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold, so let's just like I make you cold and now I can run away. Hee
Pretty spicy.
Well, I mean, it's cold, so isn't that like the opposite of spice?
It's pretty opposite spicy.
Mm.
It's minty.
Minty. There it is.
Oh, that's actually your mic, Neko.
Hmm?
You're the one like having the loud mic.
No, I hear other people doing it.
I heard me coming back through you, and I can hear a bunch of sounds over there, but my mic is pretty loud whenever I touch it or like move about and stuff and things.
Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. I'll very closely watch it.
crazy.
Wait, but who? Are you talking about me, Del, or Scythe?
You.
Me?
I was talking about you, yes.
Oh.
It's okay.
We did talk
Well,
about.
there was some dogs barking earlier, so you know.
Yeah, it's definitely you, Neko.
2
Hmm?
plus 1, right?
2 + 1, that's 3, dude.
And then I can give it an extra power. Like.
Well, 3 is yeah. So if you want to give it an extra power, that +1, the only one you can do with a +1 is +1 zone of range.
Yeah. Right? So now I can cold from a little bit further.
Yep, you can cold from 1 zone away.
I'm wondering, was it using my laptop mic?
Maybe.
Okay, so that's cold from 1 zone away. Oh,
Screw it, I'll get on my
power.
computer.
Okay.
I'm so comfy in my bed, though.
I feel you, bro. I totally feel you.
Comfy bed noises.
I can't blind. I can't do that.
If you believe hard enough, you might be able to.
Aspect? Oh, that's
You get a
a,
power 1.
that's an
You get the power
add-on
1
thing.
stuff. Something Neko has is he has feather on himself, and it also adds an aspect on himself.
Yes.
Or you can do low fall. Hi, Neko.
Okay, so we got feather and carry twice as much, and slow fall. I don't take damage from falling. I'm taking that slow fall.
But I have AoE feather.
Yeah, his feather is actually AoE, so you don't technically need feather.
Okay,
But
do you have
on the
you
other
don't have slow fall? Because I'm about to
don't
make
know.
AoE slow fall.
I don't know, do you? Do I? I don't know.
I don't
I don't think you.
I don't think you do.
No, he just has levitate, which I mean, it's not AoE
That's-
levitate. So.
Yeah, that's good
Yeah.
for you, but it won't save everybody if we're all falling.
I think I was planning on getting that, but then I
I got
thought,
power 1 plus 2 AoE.
but then
And
I
that
thought,
but that's not it's not just us, it's everything. So if everybody's falling, I'm just like and everything slow falls.
yeah, no.
And then you guys get to have a fight in midair, and I get to figure out how that works.
That's gonna be epic too.
Meanwhile, I have full control.
Yeah, and you're levitating all over the place. You just like wah 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 wah, casting all the
Exactly.
spells.
Well, fucking
No,
swinging my swords.
Mindra levitates herself, and then it just uses her action every turn to pull her allies who have like metal stuff on them.
I mean, couldn't I do that?
Yeah, you could exactly.
Okie dokums. I don't need that
Pull people away.
teleportation. That's cool. Oh,
Powerful.
restoration.
Yes.
Doesn't that mean I just make everyone else levitate?
I mean, they're not technically levitating; they're just very slowly falling, but you're pulling them in a horizontal direction, more or less.
Yeah, but what if I pull them up?
You're probably not strong enough to pull them up. I don't know. That's a weird. I don't know how slow fall really.
What
would
if I
interact
feather?
with them. You know what? We can figure that out when it gets to it. God damn.
Because then I'll have 4 strength.
I feather the giant hog man to try and lift him. Or I feather myself and then try to lift the giant hog man. You're very strong for a gnome.
And I'm gonna get stronger next time we get to
Okay, restore.
strength is the next thing
Does
that's going up to
physical.
4.
I'm gonna just copy this directly because it's the easiest thing to do, and then cure. Because
Actually, no,
I'm a
strength is the
cleric.
next thing that'll go up to 3.
Okay. And I still have room for 2 more spells.
Yes.
Because Scythe, I want to use a greatsword.
Is that how you feel?
That's why strength is going up to 3 next.
I'm gonna take calm because I just want to be able to be like, hey, hey, hey.
Calm down.
Is that necessary?
Is that necessary?
Mindra thinks so.
Hey man, slow your roll. Hey, chillax. My man.
My man.
My man. Yes. Yes.
Bell.
What?
My
Wait.
man.
I'm just sitting here.
He's being Dell.
He's delling
Well, chilling.
around downtown.
He's delling.
Down
Straight
Oh.
chilling.
While Doom is finishing up his spells for his character, fucking Neko and Delis, one of you can start off, giving a description of your character, what your character's been doing in the last year, and why they are taking on this job in the Empire Archipelago. What they need the money
Delia.
for, basically. Or, any other reasons.
Delia.
All right. Well, my character is a hog folk named Cook. He is a cook. He also owns some guns.
Some guy.
He also
A
owns
few.
some.
Also, he also owns some in parentheses, and also owns in parentheses.
I also own, in parentheses, a ship, so we don't talk about that. Anyways. What I've been doing for the past month is, well, being kind of stranded without a good crew. And what I'm doing this job for, well, I don't know, man. What do I need money for? Oh, yeah, more gun. So I think that pretty much describes Cook.
I need more gun for my gun.
I don't
More
have
gun.
enough gun in my gun, so it needs more gun so I can gun better. Scythe.
You can never have too much gun.
Perfect.
This
We
man
got
gets it.
hog folk that needs gun, that needs money to get gun. All right, Neko.
Well, Mindra is a blind little gnome who is definitely not someone you should be worried about. Who has been working in Enheim for quite a while. Definitely not doing nefarious activities such as stealing, contract killing, and, well, any type of thuggery.
Interesting.
What?
I didn't know your character contract killed as well.
Literally, one of the first things I did in the background was contract kill,
I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
in which I kidnapped a dude and got his friends inside a bar and then made a chandelier fall on them.
Did I just forget to read your backstory? I think I did. I think you sent
Yeah.
it. And I was
Nailed
like,
it.
I'm gonna read it later. Oh yeah,
Bad.
there. It is.
Bad Scythe. Bad Scythe.
I'm just gonna pin that real quick so I actually read it after this session.
Bad Scythe.
Mindra, of course, is blind but can see metal objects. She has she has magical sight as well. She has a strange bit of sight in which she can constantly see auras of things, but she can't really see. She's blind. Anyways, what am I doing with this job? Well, Mindra, She's probably caused a bit too much chaos in Enheim as of late, and maybe it's better to go somewhere else to cause a little bit of chaos elsewhere. As after all, she is the hand of the Tempest.
The Hand of the Tempest. All right, we got a cold-blooded killing thief that's blind but not really blind, and Thaddeus
She's
Frey.
innocent.
She's innocent. Thaddeus Frey, what have you been doing the last year or so? And why are you taking this job?
So basically, for the past like year, I've been trying to figure out exactly how best I can gain power and influence. I've been like mastering my magics and trying to figure out how I can influence people. Um, and I've decided that I'm going to found a religion. And my religion is going to be dedicated on helping people, but like while we're helping as many people as we can, we're also going to try and gain power and influence by helping influential people and getting kind of in their good graces, and then we're going to try and build like a really good reputation for ourselves. But first, I need funding, and so I've decided that the best way to spread the news of the religion, it would probably be on a ship. And if you're a pirate, you can make a lot of money. So I'm trying to tie these two endeavors together.
All right,
We're gonna see how it goes.
we're gonna see how it goes. The religion-making gnome cleric that is really only interested in his own power. Sound about right?
Yeah, that sounds
Got it.
that sounds pretty good.
Perfect. All right,
Yep.
so let's see here.
Got the
All right,
pirate pig.
so,
We got the. Well, actually, he's a privateer pig, I guess. Anyways, go ahead.
Privateer pig. All right, so you have all been notified of this job in one way or another. Basically, it was rumors, flyers, stuff like that, that said go visit a guy named Daniel Fairglow in Free Rest for a job about going and looking into an ancient goblin ruin. Ancient goblin ruins, they're scattered around pretty commonly. I mean, you can't go more than 20 miles without finding one usually, but usually they're pretty small. And exploring one would usually just have you walking in, looking around at one or two rooms, seeing nothing, and then leaving. So you expect it might be something a bit more than that. As you arrive in Free Rest, you are all standing outside of the inn where the man is supposed to be staying, and you notice each other. Cook, you notice two small gnomes, one wearing a mostly hooded robe that kind of looks to conceal her a bit, and the other one wearing a robe, and I assume his robe is less concealing. Is that true?
Oh yeah, it's kind of like what one shoulder kind of covered and one shoulder open. It's kind of like a little bit like he wants to be ostentatious. It's just he's kind of really broke for the moment, so he's trying to like be like regal with style. It's just like all he has is like some trash like that he's thrown together. So he's made it look like as good as possible. But once some money is coming in, he definitely intends to get some new threads.
Sounds about right.
Dressing like fake royalty.
Looking at these two gnomes, Cook, you might think, a little like just normality on your side. You're like, two gnomes grilling a guy. Are they together? I don't know. Who knows? Mindra, you see another gnome standing next to you, as well as a giant hawk.
Unquote C.
It's quote unquote see
I
a
kind
big
of missed
bug
the
man.
setting that we're on. Sorry, where exactly are we at right now, Steph?
You are currently in the town of Free Rest, which is just about here-ish on the map here. Shifting you. You traveled probably from Enheim, maybe from somewhere in the archipelago. It's a mid-sized town. Nothing particularly special about it, but it does have a dock, and there are ships in and out on occasion. I'm currently standing outside of an inn where you're supposed to meet a man. But yeah, Mindra, you quote unquote see what looks like a giant beast folk hogman or just a really fat, ugly human. You're not really sure because you can't really see the details.
But I am sure because I've seen him before. Long
Yeah,
time ago.
you can see metal, right? So you definitely remember seeing a big fat semi-ugly hog folk who had a lot of strange looking metal objects on him.
And I remember his aura because I loved his food.
Well, you you notice him then, and then of course you notice the other gnome who seems a bit less giant, to say the least, and a bit less ugly, but he's still standing there, seemingly about to head inside, along with you two. And then Thaddeus, you see a concealed woman gnome, as well as a giant, big hog folk with Cook. Do you conceal your weapons, or you have them on you?
So yes, for the most part, my weapons are concealed, mostly in the. You can kind of mostly tell that now that you're close, Thaddeus, that this large, seemingly humanoid-looking thing is actually a hogfolk. Before he just looked like a damned ugly human.
Yeah, from the back, he looks pretty human, actually, like a bald human. Of course, his ears kind of give it away if you're closer, but you could mistake him.
It definitely helps his case that he wears a rather thick shawl over most of his torso and neck, so it conceals a lot of his skin.
You can also probably see my longsword.
Oh
Speaking
yeah,
of,
you have
speaking of
sword.
weapons, you do see. I'm just gonna tell you the name of it. You do see a musket on this hog folk's back, so there's that.
Excellent.
And oddly, Thaddeus, you don't seem to have a weapon, do you?
Doesn't like I've got like a walking stick, and doesn't seem like I've got like any obvious like weapon.
All right. So you all see each other before you're about to walk in. What do you do?
Hi, big man. I've seen you before.
You don't see it, but Thaddeus, you see the eyes on this hog folk squint. You've seen me where?
I've seen you back in Asios. You fed me once.
And then you see his eyes immediately widen and light up. Oh, I remember you. You loved my food.
Yes. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. I missed your food, to be honest.
Well, we're outside of the inn. Maybe I can use some of their cooking equipment.
And you, I've never seen you before.
Wow. From the looks of things, you've never seen anything.
Ha! We have a joker.
See?
I fucking love everyone at Doom's characters' voices.
Yeah, see?
Well, there's a lot of people don't notice. It's all down to your skills of observation. I think though you have those skills, even though your eyes may not work perfectly.
Why, yes, I do.
Yeah, interesting.
Great. My teammates are a blind gnome and one who knows things.
Hi, I'm not just a blind gnome, I'm more than that.
Yes, I know. It's just
I'm a
period.
blind
It's just a
magic gnome.
period.
I'm a blind magic gnome who has a penchant for sneaking and beating people to death with a damn longsword.
Well, that's an interesting passion.
Very interesting intentions.
Anyways.
Alright, do you guys head inside?
Yes.
Alright. You open the door. You're greeted with a decent amount of people in here. Not exactly a full house, but definitely at least a couple dozen. Over to the bar, you see the bartender, a human, currently cleaning a glass, and looks like he's tending to a few other patrons at the moment. You don't actually know what the guy looks like, so you're looking around. All you know is that he has a human-sounding name, really, and to ask for him once you got here.
What's his name?
His name is Daniel Fairglow.
All right. I approach the bar.
All right. Head up to the bar. The bartender looks at you for a second, kind of like takes a second glance and is like, "Oh, How may I help you?
Looking for somebody called Daniel Fairglow.
Yeah, he's upstairs, room 3. He said he would be taking visitors here soon, and to knock 3 times.
Thanks. Head up the stairs.
He gives you a nod and kind of follows you as you walk off. You notice, looking in here, it's like 95% or like 90% human. You do see an elf or two. No dwarves, and definitely no beast folk or gnomes.
Well, he's watching me. He's going to take out a big bottle of brandy and take a large swing of it as I'm heading up the stairs. He has no idea where I got that.
All right, you head upstairs. Did the other 2 follow?
I'll follow, and as I see Mindra starting to clumsily like walk around as if she's like completely blind, I offer my arm. Oh, come on, dear, I got you.
Oh, thank you. I just can't see a damn thing.
And then we'll trundle up as quickly as the blind lady will let us.
All right. As you're walking, you do notice that while a lot of looks were at Cook at first, because he's pretty large and pretty easy to spot, as he went upstairs, a few have actually turned to you guys, and you've definitely noticed it before. But being in a small town like this, rather than a big city, seeing a gnome is a pretty big thing. Nobody really says anything, but they give you the cursory glance every once in a while. But you managed to get upstairs and get up to just outside room 3.
Mhm.
I
I'll
knocked
knock
3
3
times. Oh, that's 6
Alright.
knocks.
2 knocks at the same time. 3 times.
It was the
I
exact
take
same
back
time
3
for me,
knocks.
so yeah. 3 knocks, except it was actually, it's like a 21 gun salute, you know?
Yeah, it's like exactly.
It's the 6 knock. You knock 3 times. You wait a moment. You don't really hear anything at first, and then you actually hear the door open after some locks are seemingly unlocked from the inside. You can hear the sliding and such. And you see a man. The man is pretty normally tall. He's about 6 feet. He looks a bit rugged, a bit on the older side, maybe in his late 30s, early 40s. And he gives all of you a look, a nod, and without speaking, moves to the side and kind of waves you in.
Yeah, when he gives me the look and the nod, I give him a wink.
That's good.
How much money does he seem to be holding?
It seems like on his person right now, he definitely doesn't have any more than maybe 15 gold worth of materials. His clothes are very cheap. It doesn't seem like
One of
he's
these-
anywhere keeping
One of
anything.
these days, we're just going to see a nobleman just going to look him up and down and just say, Cook, rob him. Rob him.
Fucking lighten his pockets, Nellis.
Light in his pockets.
Oh my god, that was great. I love that character. But you all head inside, and he closes the door behind you and relocks about 3 different locks you see on the door. You're not sure if this is standard in the inn, but it's there. He still silently goes over and sits down on a chair at the far side, and says, "Sit." And you can see there's a bed, there's a few chairs sitting around. You can sit basically anywhere.
I'll lead Mindra over so that she can get a place over at the side of the bed where she can kind of rest in the corner.
All right.
Oh,
As
thank
you're doing that and leading her over, Daniel is looking, squinting at you two, and he doesn't seem like he doesn't seem annoyed or like confused. He seems intrigued. After you all take a seat, Cook, do you take a seat too?
No, I remain standing.
All right, Cook, you remain standing. After a few seconds of you remaining standing and not moving, he says, "All right. I assume you're all here for the job. You definitely look the type, though some more than others." And he looks over at the blind gnome and back to the giant half-beast. So tell me, what can you do?
I could do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I mean, I've been known to lie, I've been known to cheat, I've been known to steal. But my main skill is the magic.
My skill set is vast. what is it you need done?
Oh,
Well-
you know, I can do this, and I just reach over and just paw the locks that he has on his door and just unlock them again.
He looks over, kind of shocked, and looks back and says, "Huh? Maybe you'll be useful after all." Well, I have an associate a bit northeast of here on one of the islands in the archipelago, and he apparently has some concerning news about some scientific theory he's been going on about. What he's told me is to find people that are strong, capable, and willing to get a little dirty in the archipelago and go into some ancient goblin ruins. Obviously, you see ancient goblin ruins everywhere, but from what I could discern from his talking, these ones were a bit bigger, a bit more important for whatever was going on there. I'm not really sure what's in there. I'm not really sure what he wants from them. You're gonna have to meet him yourself. But as you saw from the flyers, the job pays 250 each. The job shouldn't take more than a couple weeks. Now, it seems that your friend here is pretty capable, being able to. Well, I'm not entirely sure what you even did there, but being able to do that. What about you two? I assume you two are relatively skilled as well.
Oh, you want a demonstration?
Well, as long as it's not going to blow a hole in the side of the inn, I suppose so.
Oh, well, then no demonstrations.
Funny little man. I was about to say the exact same thing.
Look, he has a gun, and he's probably magical. He's a gnome, after all.
I did notice that musket on your back. I assume you can use it well.
Oh yeah, I can use a whole lot more than just the musket.
And you, gnome? Is that true? You magical?
Yeah. I mean, here's something small, and I'll make a rose appear in my hand, and I'll hand it to him.
Here's something small.
Interesting enough, I suppose.
I don't know what he did.
Just some basic magic. It happens.
And I guess
Um,
technically that still like causes like 1 box of mental stress, right?
Yeah.
Worth it.
Just some very basic
Yeah.
magic. Do you like that?
Is there like a thing that I can make so it's like actually a checkable box so that I don't have to go in and actually edit my sheet?
No, if
Not
Safe
that I
had
know of,
actually
sorry.
made it the fate sheet, that would have been possible, but he's lazy, so you got to go in and check it yourself.
It's not that I'm lazy. It's that I didn't want to make a new game because this is a program.
You're lazy.
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna go over to this other thing where it says class resource. I'm gonna put Fizz, and then on this one I'm gonna put Ment, and then this one is gonna have 5 total, with 4 right now, and this other one is 3 with 3. Ta-da!
Beautiful.
It's done.
Well, assuming you guys can handle yourselves, and that's good. Real question is, how do you guys feel about this scientific stuff that he's drawn me into? Anybody know anything about the sciences and whatnot?
I can read and I could do basic math with coins. Please don't ask me to do anything else.
I see.
Afraid I can't really read.
I see.
I know what science is, but that's not really my forte.
Look, I'm
Got
not
it.
stupid. It's just I literally can't read words.
Well, it's a darn shame. Could have potentially gotten a bit of a bonus, but this will do for now. All right. Well, I'm gonna give you the information and mark it on a map. I assume you guys have a map at least. One of you definitely has a map. I really hope one of you would have a map.
Yes.
I don't have a map.
I'm,
I don't
I'm
have a map.
I'm
Okay.
a privateer. I sail the 7 seas, or the 8 seas, or the 19 seas, whatever the fuck kind of seas are in this world.
However
I
many
will
have a
seas
map.
there are.
1, 2, 3. At least 4. That this part of the world is known of.
We'll say 6 because there's got to be some near the archipelago. I sail the 6 seas. I have a map.
Unless I have a metal map, I don't have a map.
Oh yeah.
Bit of an
Alright.
issue there. That makes sense. But I have a map. It's okay.
Pull it out and listen to what I say, because I'm not gonna say it again. You are going to be heading over to the town of Caliph. It is just northeast of here on this island, and he kind of circles it with his finger. This one. Beautiful. There, you're going to meet my associate. His name is Leonard L. Beach. He should be sitting somewhere around town. It shouldn't be hard to find him. It's very small. Ask around, and you'll find him easy enough. There, he's going to give you the information you need to go find that ruin, what you're looking for exactly, and any other things that you might need to do so. After that, you're going to get back to him, you're going to talk to him, and we're going to take it from there. He should have the payment ready for once you completed. Everyone understand?
Yeah.
I mean,
sounds
seems
good.
easy enough.
All
Any
right.
idea what exactly this details? Combat,
Well,
dungeon
it's a
building.
ruin, so I wouldn't imagine there'd be anything to really fight in there unless looters have moved in, but I don't know. That'd be kind of weird. But I'd be prepared for anything. It's a bigger one in general, and I imagine that he's not paying top dollar for just a couple grad students to walk inside and look around.
Good. He's getting experienced veteran mercenaries. I wanted to make sure our time was going to be worth it.
All right. So take that. Remember the name, Leonard L. Beach, and get out of here. There should be a port. Or there should be a boat in the port that'll take you there. It goes there and back pretty much every day. Shouldn't cost you more than a few gold, but that'll be coming out of your own pocket.
All
Well,
right.
Out with you. And he waves you off.
How much money's in this office?
Looking
Yeah, I
around,
can count.
you can't quite see anything worth value in here. It really just looks like a meeting space. I mean, there's the chairs. You might be able to sell the chairs for a couple gold.
Does he have a
Um,
bottle?
A bottle? No food or drink in here. It's very bare bones. There's not even clothing or anything.
Does he seem like confident about like sending us on this expedition, or is he like, or is he like kind of like what the hell is going on with these guys? And like, well, what did he kind of like, especially when with regards to that whole you don't have a scientist thing.
Make me an empathy check or maybe intellect. I forgot
Yes,
what
I'm gonna use my eye for detail, and I'll use intellect and in
Yeah. Yep.
So that's a +3. What is this? That's our 40F.
Yep. 40F plus 3. That is pretty damn good. So, first off, for the actual question you were asking, he seems relatively confident. In fact, it almost seems like he thinks his friend is overreacting in the amount of like pay he's putting forward for mercenaries and stuff, because it's just a goblin ruin. There's almost never anything in there unless like literally looters have moved in or wild animals have moved in or something like that. So he's probably like, whatever, you're gonna be fine. He's a little concerned about the blind girl, but you know, she's fucking magic, so whatever. And it really seems like from the way he was speaking that he just doesn't care or care to understand why his associate is doing what he's doing. He's just the middleman. As for your other ability, which you have cold reading, you can learn 2 things because you rolled for cold reading.
Yeah. What does he do for work, and what's his highest skill?
What he does for work, you could definitely tell that he used to be in the military. Probably not anymore, but he definitely used to be in the military. And since then, it's probably just like mercenary work like this, where he is getting together teams and getting things done, adventuring work. And then his highest skill is definitely melee.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So you guys head out.
Yes, I will take
Oh,
my
yeah, Mindra.
post helping Mindra to like stand up and like keep her like I'm a helpless little blind girl act going on as we go back down the stairs.
All right. The helpless little blind people, and by people I mean person
Yep.
with a person helper. And Cook head downstairs. Do you immediately leave the inn, or are you going to stay? It's about 1 p.m. at this point, and the trip is going to take you probably a full day.
I figure we may as well get started trying to find our means of travel, and if we can do like an overnight kind of travel-y thing, because like that'll help cut our time down.
Yeah, we're already burning daylight. Come on.
All right. You head out and you head down to the docks. Looking around, there's probably about 4 ships ported right now, or docked right now. I know how to speak words. And they're of varying sizes. You imagine the larger ones are taking longer trips, and this trip is not very long or at all. So, do you head to the smallest one or a different one?
I'm back.
Welcome
Sorry.
back.
You guys are at the port, looking at about 4 different ships that you can take. You assume the smallest one is probably the one you're looking for because it's a very short trip.
I assume so, but which one of these ships looks the fastest? Just curious.
The second largest one looks the fastest. It looks like a proper privateering or pirating ship, not like a trade ship or anything like that. You're not entirely sure who it would belong to or how much it would cost to get passage if they'd give it at all, but it is there.
Wait, didn't you say you have a ship?
Not here. It doesn't really belong to me. It's a former pirate ship, and I never got it registered because that's a whole bunch of taxes that I've never wanted to do. It's stocked in a bay that's way off the coast of here.
I see.
Anyways, let's go for the smallest one.
Yeah, we don't need a lot of room. We all fit on that.
All right. Head over to the smallest one. It's just a little schooner. Crew size of about 8 people or so. And you walk over and you see a man standing over by it before you head on. As you approach, he gives you a friendly smile and he says, "Oh, hello. Are you looking for passage?"
Yeah, how'd you know?
Well, that's what we're in the business for.
Well, we're trying to get across the little island over there. Trying to meet a man by the name of Leonard. So if you could hook us up with some sweet passage, how much would it be for the 3 of us?
Well, it's only going to cost you 5 gold, 2 gold per person per 100 miles traveled. What town are you headed to?
I pull out the map and I'll show him. Point at it.
All right. I assume the city or the village of Caliph there.
Yeah.
All right. We can be headed off within the hour. That'll
Question.
be about.
Question.
Yes.
You got a cook?
Not on the ship. No, our travels aren't long enough for us to pay a cook.
You think you'd pay less if you had a good cook?
Well, that'd be up to the captain. You'd have to speak with him, but potentially.
I'll go talk with the captain.
All right. I will take you to him right after we finish this up. For the rest of you, assuming that you don't have any skills useful for the journey, will cost you about 3 gold per person, and that is a one-way trip. You can pay to come back as well.
Well, I don't know if
Thing is, it's it's been so long since I've been over there. If it wasn't for these 2, I wouldn't have found my way here. Care to help a poor blind lady out?
Oh goodness, I need to look at your stuff.
Please, sir, madam.
Please, sir, madam. Oh yes. Yeah, sure. Roll your willpower.
Okay.
Oh boy.
3.
He looks you up and down, kind of gets like a okay face on his look. He says, "Well, I can't personally say that I can waive the fee, but it does look like you could use it. Here. He pulls out a single gold coin and hands it to you.
Okay, fair enough.
Always nice to help the needy.
Thank you, sir.
Sir. Fucking
How do you know I'm a sir? Your voice. Shut up.
go back. All right, so do you, Thaddeus, and Mindra, I guess, because you're gonna pay, but you can talk to the captain if you so wish. Do you have anything else to say?
No.
Nope.
I'll
All
give it. Are we paying this guy or are we paying the captain?
You'll do that in a second. All right. You, sir, you said you wanted to speak to the captain before payment.
Yeah.
Well, I'll take you. Your friends can stay here, and we'll be right back.
Don't
right.
get lost, I say to the two of them.
He steps onto the ship with you behind him and heads over to a man sitting toward the wheel. As you approach, he looks up from a book he was reading and says, "Well, who's this?" The man speaks up. This is a customer that we'll be taking on a trip. He says he's a good cook, and he was wondering if he could maybe cook us a meal or two in exchange for his payment. Well, how good of a cook?
Oh, give me like 15 minutes on whatever kitchen equipment you've got here. Doesn't matter if it's the shittiest or the most luxurious. And I'll give you a piece of meat that you'll remember for life.
Tell you what, I haven't eaten anything today, and I'm getting pretty hungry. I'll cut your cost in half.
That sounds doable.
All right. Is that all? It is, sir. Be back in a moment. He leads you back over to the docks, goes over and says, "All right, so that'll be 2 gold or 3 gold for you, and he looks at both the gnomes, and then 1 gold for you." And he looks at Cook.
I produce 1 gold. Thank God it's just 1. I don't have very many of these things. I produce 1 gold from my shawl pouch,
How much
and
did
I
you
hand
spend?
it to him. Don't worry about it.
I produced my 3 gold.
As do
Same.
I.
Saved a single gold.
All right. Produce your gold. He takes it and he puts it into a pouch that he's carrying on himself, and says, "All right. Well, be back within the hour, and we can set sail."
Mind showing me around your kitchen so I can get acquainted?
I'm afraid we don't have a kitchen on board, sir.
I'll be back.
All right. He leaves you to be and gets back on the ship and goes over to talk to the captain again. You can't quite hear him. He's out of earshot. What do you guys do?
I kind of want to like explore the ship a little bit, just kind of like check this bad boy out, and then I'll follow everybody wherever they want to go.
I'm gonna head to one of the seaside markets. I'll be right back. I go get 5 gold pieces worth of crap cooking equipment, because like Cook said there, it doesn't matter. He'll make them a memorable meal either way. He gets 5 gold pieces worth of crap cooking equipment and comes back. Guess this is my kitchen.
Okay. So Thaddeus, looking around the ship, it's very simple. There's no space underneath, at least to walk in. It seems there's a little bit of storage space. Actually, you're a gnome. You can probably walk in it. You can kind of walk down there, but it seems to be primarily just made for storage, and there's some barrels, some crates, and stuff like that. You're not really sure what of. Other than that, there's the crew, the captain, the guy you spoke to, as well as some just other sailors. And it seems a relatively empty boat, other than the few barrels, which you imagine aren't any like trade goods or anything, because it doesn't seem like a trade ship really. You have all the space to walk around you really need, and you can see everything from just standing on the boat.
Okay, and as I kind of did the tour, did I see like any crew members who looked kind of like ill?
No, everybody looks relatively healthy. It helps that they are docked at a decently sized town, so
Okay,
if they were ill,
everyone's
they
looking
probably
like
got help.
looking pretty all right. Okay, cool.
All right. Cook, you go get some equipment. Where'd you get the equipment from? Sorry.
Just like basically, I go to the nearest open air market.
Bed Bath and Beyond.
Go to
Yeah.
Bed Bath & Beyond. Got it. And you're looking to buy some, or you're
Yeah, just literally like 5 gold pieces worth of the crappiest cooking equipment I can buy.
you can get some just like a pan, like a pot, like a cooking pot, and then a a cooking pot is like the minimum you could get for cooking. And you can get that for like 2 gold.
All right, so I'll get that and then various utensils I may or may not need.
All right,
How about-
another 2 gold for the utensils.
All right.
All right, you now have a decent cooking set. It's passable.
It'll work.
It'll work. And then Mindra, what were you gonna do?
Mindra's just lounging about.
Alright.
She's blind. She has an excuse.
I like it. All right, so you guys kind of look around, do your own things for the better part of an hour, and get back to the boat. Meet back up, and you see the man standing on the boat this time, but he calls out to you as he sees you and says, "You can board now. We're about ready to head off. The trip's going to be about a full day, so you should be there by about 2 o'clock tomorrow."
Mindra will stumble over to the ship and board.
All right. You stumble over the ship. You're like stepping onto it, almost like wobbling, falling off. And people look a little worried, and some people like start moving toward you as you wobble a little bit. But you manage to get on the ship while keeping the act up. Other 2 board and look around, and it looks like they are about ready to set sail. The captain is walking down, talking to a few of his crew members. You can see the helmsman up at the wheel, ready to take off. And the captain looks at you all and says, "Well, I'm afraid there's not the best sleeping arrangements, but you can take a little rest over here if need be. And you'll see over in the far side of the ship, there's a few cots on the ground. If you need drink or water, come see me, and I'll point out where it is for you."
Yeah, thanks, appreciate it.
I was told you don't have a kitchen. You have a designated area I can set up my cooking stuff.
Well, not exactly a designated area, but there's some free space over there if you so wish. And it's just like, just deck, just like maybe
Just a
5
piece
by
of
5
deck.
feet, 5 by 5 feet of deck.
Sick.
Some sick deck space. All right, you see the captain yell out that they are taking off. Sails are raised, and you guys start heading off. You've got about like 8 to 10 hours before you will actually want to sleep. If you want to do anything between then, otherwise we can skip the trip.
No, Mindra. I could try to steal from these folk, but honestly,
How much
How
do they
many sailors? Do you say
Yeah.
this crew of 8?
It is a crew of 8 plus the captain and the helmsman.
Yeah, that's not enough people. So I'm not gonna start trying to get group advantages when I don't get group advantages. It's like I need at least like 25 people.
I mean, 10 is pretty decent.
10's a good amount.
You
Not
get 2
bad.
aspects with 10. But otherwise, can skip the trip, and you guys eventually head to rest. It's not the nicest sleep you've ever had, but it's there. And you wake up in the morning, and you can tell it's probably around 9 a.m., so you're about 5 hours out. Anything you want to do in those 5 hours, or you're going to wait just until you get there?
continue lounging about.
All right, continue lounging.
I'm just gonna like chat kind of try and go around and like have like little one-on-one chats with like some of the different crew members and like be like, oh yeah, oh yeah, how you like sailing? Oh yeah, sailing's pretty good. Yeah, oh yeah, have you heard you ever heard of the old elfin deity Asius? Oh yeah, no, yeah, I don't, you haven't. Oh no, but I mean it's a pretty good one. Like a lot of good aspects. Anyways, have a good day. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Make me a persuade or deceive check.
Okay. They're both the same, so it doesn't matter. 4DF
Alright.
plus 1. Oh, no.
Nah,
I need a D there.
Doom needs a D there. Jesus.
Oh my goodness. The answer is still the same.
All right. You talk around and you actually get into some decent conversations with about 4 members of the crew. Once you bring up the like Aesir thing, or it was Aesir, right? Aesir? Was
Yeah. I have it in my ACIOUS. Asius? I don't know. It's your gods. Like I don't know if I'm pronouncing it wrong.
Aetius is the name of the place. What's the name of the god that you were talking about?
Oh, well, and if
Aesir? Is it that?
Aelsir's at one of my NPC sites. It's the wizard.
Yeah, you're right. Well, what did you say?
Oh, I don't know. We had it written there is like gods are listed, and then like that was the second one. So it's Anel. Yeah. Oh no, Lyra, life.
Lyra. Okay, god of life, Lyra. Got it.
Right? Yeah, that makes
All right.
sense.
So you talk about them, and most of them are like not big into elven culture at all.
And I'm
A
like,
lot of
hey,
them-
no, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm a gnome, right? I mean, but no, it's a really interesting thing.
a few of them take it, and they're like, oh yeah, the Lyra, the elven god. I think I heard about her once or twice. Yeah, what about her? And they kind of get interested in the conversation, and you get some good talking out of them. You learn they're all in general a bit like, it's sailing, whatever. It pays the bills. I don't have any passion for it or anything like that. They're having a good time talking to you, and you know what? Tell you what, I'm gonna let you use cold reading to learn about the ship. You can learn 4 of those things about the ship,
Well,
or 2 of those things about the ship.
so I guess where some of the crew members are from, I guess is kind of interest, and then how many refreshes does the ship have? I don't know how that works.
Yeah, ship can have refresh. I mean, I'll do whatever makes sense. So it seems like they are very much just from Enheim and places around Enheim. This is probably one of the biggest port cities in this general area, except Enheim's like offshoots of port cities. And so it seems they come from all over, a bit in the Empire archipelago. Nobody seems really out of place. They're all humans, and they're all pretty standard. The ship has an effective refresh of about 6, so about what you guys are. It's not really a battle ready ship or anything like that.
Yeah, okay.
Most of it's just meant for traveling and such. And you could attribute that to the captain as well, of having like
Bad days.
definitely no higher than 6 refresh.
Okay. So if you're the captain of a thing, it has as many refresh as you.
He probably has less than 6. He is definitely no higher than 6.
Fair
Probably closer to like 4, maybe 5. A basic person with a skilled job would have like 3 refresh usually, but relating to their job.
enough. Okay, that's fair.
All right, so you guys, you talk to the crew, you get some information out of them, you get some nice conversation out of them, and you guys eventually see land. As you approach and dock, You look around, and Daniel was not lying. This place is very small. You see maybe a dozen structures. It's all kind of just offset from the beach, and it seems like they're made from very shoddy work. They could probably hold up to a storm, but definitely not anything above a storm. It's a village or town, quote unquote, basically. As you head off, the captain gives you a smile and wishes you well on whatever you're doing here, and you can go off and look for Leonard. Outside the buildings, you do see a few people walking around, going about their day-to-day lives. Some people down by the water, kind of swimming. Some people up higher, tending to crops and whatnot. It seems like the population can't be more than like 2 or 3 dozen people.
Well, I mean, with this few people, he should be easy to find, right?
You think so?
Should be.
So where do you go?
Like I guess we'll just like as soon as we get off, just the first person I see, just walk up. Hey, how you doing?
Hi. You see you see a woman just kind of sitting over by the beach on the ground. It looks like she's watching somebody that's in the pool out to the not the pool, the ocean. You look out, you can see a child out there. She looks up to you and says, hi, who are you?
Like how old? Like is she like mother age or like grandmother age?
Mother age, late 20s, it looks like.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Just arriving here on the island. It's a beautiful day, right? You're having a lovely time with your kids. Oh, that's wonderful. So I was wondering if you know, this guy. He lives around here somewhere. It's in the neighborhood. His name's Leonard. Leonard L. Beach. I don't know if you know him. Have you heard?
Oh, yes, I know about Leonard. He's an interesting one. He actually doesn't live in the town proper. He's down the beach a bit. He has his own little hut. She points down north along the beach, and you can't quite see around the curve, but she says, if you just follow that for 2 or 3 minutes, you'll come across him, I'm sure.
Does she look like she's like pretty well off, or does she look like a little bit more on like the poor side?
It looks like everybody here is definitely on the poor side.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull out a gold coin out of my little like pouchy pockety thing, and I'm gonna say, "Oh, so thank you so much. Blessings of Lyra upon you." And I'm gonna press the coin into her hand, and I'll say, "Hey, come on, let's go." And I'll walk over and kind of wait there with my stick as I offer my arm for Mindra so that we can begin our trek along the beach north.
The woman looks surprised when you give it to her, and she looks at it and back up to you and says, "Oh, thank you. That wasn't necessary, but thank you." You head off and you stumble down the beach with your blind friend and giant ham friend.
Giant ham.
Giant ham
Giant
friend.
ham.
Mm.
You
Voice
walk
in the
for-
sky. If you call me ham again, I'm shooting you full of glass.
You walk down the beach for a bit, and you round the corner where you couldn't see before, and toward a few maybe like 1,000 feet away, you see a small little hut. Looks no bigger than a single room, and it's even worse made than the rest of the things. It looks very temporary. You head over. You don't see anybody outside, but there is a door of sorts, and there's even a window that you can just look through because it's just a hole in the wall.
I look through the window.
Look through a window, and you see a man hunched over a desk, with a bunch of scientific equipment just sitting on the desk, and he's kind of looks like he's like measuring and looking at water.
I look back, assuming that the group is kind of behind me, and I say, "Hey, science, right? That's got to be the guy."
That's got to be the guy. Science, right?
And I'm not being like quiet or sneaky about it. I'm like just at his window, basically yelling. So
Oh,
he's
okay.
probably
So you yell like science, right? And he like stops what he's doing and sits up in his chair and turns to look at you. And
important question. Am I tall enough to like be seen under over the window?
you make a good point. It's probably like 4 feet off the ground, and you're what, like probably 3 feet, maybe.
Yeah.
So, you probably have to lift yourself up and/or get help to
Yeah, okay.
look through the window. But he looks over and he sees like half of your head that's sticking out because that's all you're willing to see, and he's like, "You must be them. Come in." And he motions you he motions you to come in, looking at the window. It might seem like he means come through the window, but you can take that however you want.
Okay. And I just kind of hop in.
I grab Thaddeus by the back of his collar and I just one hand underhand and toss him through the windows.
Wow!
You land,
Mindra.
you land on the far side of the wall. You barely miss his scientific equipment that's on the desk, and he says, whoa, be careful.
Oh,
You're gonna have to show us the door then, friend. We're pretty literal.
It's right there. And he points just like 90 he points just right next to him.
oh.
Mindra opens the door from feet away, just before she's even at the house.
I go inside and I pick up the moaning Thaddeus.
But why?
And set him up right.
All right. You pick up Thaddeus. Mindra opens the door with telekinesis, and you all walk in. Leonard doesn't seem to notice the use of opening the door without your hands. He seems more focused on the gnome that just got thrown against the wall and making sure his equipment doesn't fall over.
Okay. You don't know me very well, so let's make a new rule. No throwing the gnome.
Okay, that's a followable rule.
Okay.
Well, here, come in, sit down. We have a lot to discuss. Well, not that much to discuss, but a lot to do. Okay, so, you were sent by Daniel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Obviously, I like I said, like you said, I have the payment for you, but the actual job itself, the ruins, the goblin ruins, they're here in the archipelago, and there's an issue. Well,
I pull out my brandy bottle and I just slam it against his table. All right, friend, I'm gonna need you to stop for just a second. Slow down.
And while he's doing that, I'm looking around. Does he have the money?
It seems like your thing is people carrying the money, right? Other than looking for just like gold or gems or something like that with your vision, right?
Well, I feel like it would have to be like any kind of metallic, like magnetic object. Like he.
No,
maybe
it's the
feel
other ability
coins,
she has
right?
with the can see things.
Quick count.
Yeah. Quick count is on a person though, right? Or am I crazy?
It says individual person, but
It's carrying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so on him, definitely doesn't have any money on him at the moment. And you're looking around the hut. It doesn't seem like he has any money or gems lying around in the hut. You're not
I
sure if
wouldn't
he
know
has
about
more.
gems. I have no way of telling gems from rocks.
That is true. Doesn't look like he has any rocks in anything either.
Doesn't look like you have much money around here.
Well, of course not. That'd be crazy. I could just get robbed.
Right. Anyways.
Okay.
Damn, I'm gonna hit him with the anyways.
Anyways.
Right.
All right. So okay. So let's start from the beginning. So I'm a man of science. I like to look around for theories and such, and I'm also interested in ancient goblin texts and stuff about them. But here's the thing. What I'm about to tell you is much more important than ancient goblin stuff or any that you've ever experienced in your entire life. So I set up some buoys out in the ocean to test wave frequencies and such, and I learned something. I learned something very bad. So when I was in a ruin a long time ago, maybe a few years ago, and I learned something about the ancient goblin people. It turns out that they had a vast interest in weird creatures, very odd creatures. Turns out back then there used to be some really really weird things going around the world that were really dangerous or really big and stuff like that. But here's the thing. Okay, so 1 hour later, so the world is gonna end.
What, like tomorrow, or
I-
like
You guys just see Cook take his two. He has these four, like these 3 fat fingers on each hand instead of 5 like a normal human would. And he takes 2 of them on each hand and he just presses them against the bridge of his hog nose. And he just goes, "All right, Mr. Bitch, I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up for like 3 seconds and breathe before you tell me any of that again, okay? I'm not very
Oh.
smart. I'm pretty slow."
The
Okay,
world's
okay.
ending. Interesting.
Yes. The world's ending. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. He turns on his chair and grabs a glass of water. He shows you the glass of water and says, "This
Yes.
this is proof.
water?
What are you holding?
This is water. This is water from the
Oh.
ocean. This is water. This
Damn, I guess
Well,
we're all drowned.
Does it prove that water is salty from the ocean? Because
no.
that's-
That's not no. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not an idiot. God. Okay. So
You could have fooled me.
my buoy collected
buoy.
this. Now, my buoy is not supposed to collect water. The water on my buoy, the buoy was specifically designed not to allow waves to collect water in. It's high enough that it shouldn't do it. The top is open specifically for the equipment. My equipment got fried. So one day I was like, I was going out to collect it, and I noticed there was water in there. And I looked in, and I was like, wait a minute, why is there water in here? That's odd. So then I set up a new experiment. Why would this be happening? Turns out, some of those ancient goblin texts that I read a long time ago back, they weren't just myth or legend. They were real, and they are happening now. You see, the ocean levels are rising. And this means that in a matter of time, we're all going to be underwater. Now, that might not seem so terrible because, I mean, how fast would they possibly be rising? Not quick at all. The answer is about 1 inch every month or so. But that's not bad. You know, a year, 12 inches, no big deal. 10 years, even so. But that's not the bad part. The bad part is what that means. According to these ancient goblin texts, that means a giant sea monster is awakening and going to destroy the world.
Oh,
You did the thing again where I need you to back up and say everything slower. Because nothing you're saying is registering right to me. First of all, this is a buoy that you got this water from, right?
Well, not this water specifically, but yes.
so the water's
And you
not
said the top
special?
open, right?
Thaddeus, what did you say?
So the water's not special?
This water, no, this water isn't special. I got rid of the original water because,
Because
well, I didn't
you
know
were
what it meant.
making it seem like the water was special.
Well, the water in general is special. The ocean is special.
Because it's a special ocean?
No, because it's rising.
Oh. Well,
What
you know what
proof-
they say.
I'm
A rising tide raises all ships. We should be happy about this.
I'm just confused. You said that it's a buoy, so it's supposed to float, and the top is open. Did you forget to account for rainwater?
No. It was never raining. Rain. I specifically have an extra attachment I put on.
But if it was a buoy that was floating and then the water went up, the buoy floats on the water, so no extra water would have got in the top.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't understand how this whole thing happened unless this is special water, which you are telling
Wait.
me that it is not.
Yes, I know,
Why
but
you
that's
guys-
the question. Where's this water coming from?
Why
The
are
way
you
the
guys
water-
so focused on the buoy?
It had
The
Because
sea
I'm
monster?
confused how that correlates to the goblin ancient texts that prove that there's a sea monster rising. Where
Yeah.
is the correlation?
yeah. I'm not seeing it either.
Okay, whatever. Forget the buoy. Regardless, you
Forget the buoy.
you need to stop this,
Yeah. Okay.
and you're gonna help me stop
buddy,
it.
buddy.
So we just need to waterproof your buoy so the
Look,
water
we're getting
stops getting
paid.
in.
We'll stop it.
I mean, how hard can
You
it
want-
be?
You want me to pay? You want me to come with you to go and fix this ancient water monster rising out of the ocean, and you're only paying me 150, 250 gold pieces for it? We're gonna
No.
cut prices after
That's just the start of it. You see, I'm
Yeah.
paying 250 each to go into the ruin and get more information. I need more information to complete my research, and then after that, if
We
you want to stick
waterproof
around,
the
there might be
buoy.
more money to know. he looks at you, Thaddeus. He's like, yes, if you'd like to call it that, we can waterproof the buoy.
Look, let's just find the plug in the ocean and unplug it.
I don't think it works that way with the ocean.
He puts his hand on his nose, similarly to, or like on the bridge of his nose, similarly to how Chris was doing it. And says, "I really wish Daniel would have sent me smarter people." All right. Well, regardless. So are
Hey,
you in
look.
or are you out?
I'm pretty damn smart, Bucko.
Yes, you seem very intelligent. So I need you to go to a ruin, get the information that I need, and then come back and give it to me. There will be more work after that, most likely, which you can decide afterwards. But for now, the job that you came here for, the job that
Go
pays
to the
250
ruin.
gold each.
You got a map for this ruins, or you just gonna say, "Oh, it's over there on that island. Best of luck." What's going on?
We are
Well-
on the island with the ruins, I believe.
We are not on the island with the ruins. The island with
We
the
are not.
ruins is just east of here.
Right.
So the island with the ruins, I've been there before, and I've looked at the ruins, and I've even been inside the very beginning, but I haven't gone any deeper, as it seems dangerous, and I'm not exactly skilled in fighting myself. I'm not sure if there will be any fighting necessary, but I'm also not really skilled in the survival aspect of things in case, a rock falls on me and I get stuck or something like that.
Yeah,
which I
yeah.
think
Then
all
you end
are.
up stuck in the cave, and you gotta saw off your arm and eat it, and then oh yeah, it could be real nasty.
Of course. So you will be traveling there. I have a small boat for you to take. It'll probably take a bit long to get there, but it shouldn't take a ridiculous amount of time. You'll get there, go into the ruin, get the information that I need, which I'll explain here in a bit, and then bring it back to me. The information, particularly, is there should be a map inside. I'm not sure where the map is, but there should be some sort of map. I need you to bring that map back to me. It will probably have ancient goblin writing on it, which I assume none of you speak, so I can discern its writing from here.
Go get the map and bring it back so you can translate it. See?
Um,
It's so easy to say.
All
We'll
right,
take
so
it a step at a time, and we'll understand more.
all right, good. You can head off now, or you can stay the night. I suppose I don't have a lot of space, so you might be, on the ground, but that's no big deal. Tomorrow, or now, I can bring you to the boat, and you can head off.
Now,
Now, all right. Let me grab a few things. He grabs a couple things, like a water skin and whatnot and stuff. It's a bit of a hike, but you'll be okay. Let's go. And he heads off. You start following him.
I have a question about scenes.
Yeah.
Is it a different scene from the other scene, or is this whole thing the scene?
After you got off the boat would be the end of the scene.
So
So it's a new scene.
I get my magic back.
Yep.
Pop it
So
fresh.
scenes are basically like there's no real way to discern when a scene is. You just have to ask the GM. Only way to know if it's a new scene is a single combat counts as a scene. So if a combat has started, it's a new scene. If a combat has ended, it's a new scene.
Okay. Seems easy
scenes
enough.
are not that long. Long story short.
Scenes, you'll probably have multiple scenes a day, most likely.
I just wanted to check before I started resetting my shit.
All right, so he leads you east to the other side of the island. It takes you about how long does that take you? It takes you about 8 hours of walking. So you walk for 8 hours. Night is falling at this point because it's like 10:30 it's like 10:30 p.m. So as you arrive, he says, you'll see a boat a bit smaller than the schooner you came in on, but it seems a lot easier to operate. It only takes 2 people to operate the sails, 1 person to be the helmsman. And he says, all right, this is the place. So this is what you're taking. I assume at least one of you has been on a boat before, but luckily it's not that hard. I can show you what you need to do.
We all took
Come
a
with me.
boat to get to this island. It's easy peasy.
Yeah, very. He gets on the ship. He shows you some basics of just like raising the sail, lowering the sail, and steering the boat. It's pretty easy because it's such a small ship. And he says, "All right, so this is where you're going." He pulls on a map. He points. He points right here. Nope. Right here. Nope.
Nope.
Right
Nice.
here.
The big island?
Yep, you're going to the big island. I'm going to you guys should probably land closer. It'll be a quicker journey. You can land wherever you want, but it'll be about a day's journey on this boat, a little less than a day's journey. But once you get there, you'll need to head to this location. And he puts a little X on the map. Oh, that's actually almost exactly where it is. I'll move it slightly.
Oh man, I put that X there because I'm really, really, really good.
Boom.
Wow, I was off by like half a centimeter. Are you kidding me?
You were
10
very,
miles.
very close.
Okay,
Off by
fine.
10 miles.
10 miles on the map, but like
I know, I'm just messing with you.
half a centimeter scale.
The ruin should be just off the coast, and it may be a little difficult seeing at first. It's covered in brush, but as long as you are keeping an eye out, you should be able to find it. Once you get through, there are some stairs that lead down underground. I've been on the stairs, and I haven't gone any further than that because they're rather long. So I don't know what exactly is past that, but I know for a fact that there should be a map in this location.
All right. So just to confirm,
Hear that?
We're-
Keep
we're-
an eye out.
we're yeah, you keep both out. So we're leaving now, and we're not gonna get there till tomorrow.
Yes. So you could rest here if you so wish. Otherwise, you might have to pull an all-nighter, as some of my colleagues say.
Well, I don't know.
So just so I have it straight, just for payment wise anyway, we get this map of yours, we bring it back, you pay us for the first bit, and we have a continuation of work. Yeah?
Yes, if you wish. It's not required of you, but that is if you wish.
Alright, you two get in the boat, I'm piloting.
No. Okay.
What things do I have to operate? I start to bring out a spool of steel wire so I can start wrapping things that I need to actually use with my hands.
What, you didn't see his skillful demonstration of rope and wood?
How big is this ship actually, Sight? Is this
It
basically
is-
a glorified rowboat?
It's more than a glorified robot. It's a one-sail sailboat, basically.
Okay, so it's almost a glorified rowboat.
It's
Just
almost
mark it
a glorified rowboat. That is correct.
off. I'm just gonna need you to demand that sail.
You do realize that she can see like the one wheel at the top and the one wheel at the bottom and nothing else. Nothing else. Because everything else is wooden rope.
That's why I am wrapping the things that I need to operate with this, and I bring out my spool of wire.
I don't need it for her eyes. I just need it for her hands.
Oh. She's giving massages?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
I'm
gonna-
next.
I'm gonna need you to keep an eye out for any rocks or anything, since you're the only other pair of good eyes we've got.
Right, rocks. rocks. I'll keep an eye out for rocks.
For rocks. All right. So you guys decide how you're going to do all those shenanigans and figure it out more or less, I suppose.
We got it.
Are you going to go tonight, or are you going to sleep first?
Tonight.
Tonight.
Cook's planning on heading out now.
All right.
Well, the going gets going.
Well, the going gets going. All right. So you practice a bit, doing all the things you need to do to actually make the boat function, and it is easy enough. I mean, it's nothing particularly ridiculous. And you manage to get the boat out from the dock.
Everything that I have to wrap in. Midra doesn't have to move around in the ship that much, despite working the sails.
I suppose once you've got it all set up, you're good.
All right.
I just have to sit in the middle of the ship and just someone's like, pull that one. I'm like, all right.
All right. Give me 1 second.
And if Cook has to step away from the wheel, I can take the wheel too.
This is technically true, since you can do everything from the wheel. You just need somebody watching.
Yeah.
And I'll tell her if she's gonna hit a rock.
That's what you're there for.
All right. So you guys are headed out in the night, and it's going to take you. You'll probably be there by like noon tomorrow. So you're going to be sailing for about at this point 13 hours. As you are sailing, you notice another ship in the distance. It's hard to see because it's nighttime. But it seems like about a schooner-sized ship, like what you were on before.
Hey, that's not a rock. But there it is.
Yeah, I see it.
There it is.
There it is.
Good eye. Let's turn out some of the lights. Try not to draw that much attention to ourselves, just in case, you know.
We just stop by and say hi. How you
Yeah, and then
doing?
and then
Have
if
you
we're
heard
lucky,
the
they'll
good
put a
word
gun
about
in our
Lyra?
face.
Oh,
Look, if they try anything, I'll just toss a lantern at them.
yeah, or two.
What
Oh.
two? All right, so you guys, you put out the lights. You still think because you were able to see them, there's no lights on their ship really at this point. They can probably still see you. And it looks like they have turned to start chasing you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was expecting. All right, unfurl the sails and see how far we can get them to chase us.
All right, Captain.
Like,
As you're doing that,
do we want them to catch
see-
us?
Cook
Yeah.
and Thaddeus, you actually see something very exciting. Through the darkness, though it's very hard to see, you can see that they've raised the black.
Yeah. Been a little while since I've done my job, my real profession.
Mindra, my dear, I just want to let you know, they're
Yeah.
pirates.
Oh, pirates! Great.
Yeah, actually,
was
Mindra
that not-
literally, Mindra can't see them at all until they get really close.
Yeah. Cook,
That means
Cook
no
sees
mercy,
that.
right?
Of course.
What's mercy?
What's messy?
Oh, great.
And I'm sorry,
I don't have to
Thaddeus,
worry
I thought that
about
was-
morality here.
And I'm sorry, Thaddeus. I thought that was properly conveyed. Yeah, those are pirates. Nobody sails the open seas at night unless they're pirates, or they're like us and they have a place to get to, which is why I want to turn out the lights.
Wow.
All right. So you, Cook, and Thaddeus definitely know that in the kind of ship that you're in, they are going to catch up. You think you have about 3 or so minutes until they do catch up, though. So what do you want to do in the meantime?
How much oil we got?
Oil like on the ship.
Yeah, like flammable stuff.
Enough for a refill of a lantern about 3 times.
Got it. Not looking at much.
No. This ship is almost nothing. Basically, it has the pure essentials for the ship existing and working. There is a single lantern that gives off enough light to kind of see mostly. That's about it. And there's a place to sleep.
All right, Thaddeus, you know what a powder keg looks like?
Kind of like a beer cake.
Kinda, just a little bit more gray dust around it. Mindra, you have the ability to throw metal, right? Just with your mind?
Yep.
Good. All right, Thaddeus, you're going to be her eyes. Mindra, you're going to take that lantern. Whenever those pirates get close enough, Thaddeus, you keep an eye out for that powder keg, and you're tossing that damn lantern to them. Let's show them what they just got themselves into.
Of course.
And as I'm
Alright.
saying that, I pull out my musket. I just want to... It has, like, a very, very crappy glass sight, quote-unquote scope. And I look through the scope, and I want to see if I can find the helmsman.
How far away are they still?
At this point, it seems like they are, how far away would that be? 2 minutes going at, like, 5 miles per hour? 5 divided by 60 is that much, so 0.083 times 5,280. About 500 feet at this point.
So, what was that? I'm asking. So, how much time do I have? 2 minutes.
About 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes.
Okay.
About 500 feet away. So at this point, they're like 10 zones away.
Okay.
If
So,
you wanna talk about it.
I'm gonna say lanterns. We could do better than that. Give me a minute, and I'm gonna start concentrating on making like a gigantic 20-foot long weapon rack that is just covered with metal, like javelins, uh, like kind of like thinner than normal javelins would be, and shorter than normal javelins would be, and it's just rows upon rows upon rows of like metal javelins.
I like this idea.
Okay.
a lot
I assume
more.
that's with major conjuration, right?
Yeah, that's a major conjuration, and I'm spending a minute to do it instead of an action.
Major conjuration is usually a single object, like
With
a
weapon
D&D.
rack.
A weapon rack. A weapon rack.
It's like covered
But it
with
has
all the
weapons
weapons.
It'd have to be a single object, sadly.
It can't be a weapon rack without weapons.
Okay, so
On the
Come on,
other
it's-
hand-
otherwise it's just a
okay,
rack.
so what you're saying is I can't make multiple javelins. I can only make one ridiculously huge javelin.
You could make a ridiculously huge javelin. Alternatively, you could make like a cannon if you wanted.
I like this idea too.
No, because I
We
don't.
have no balls.
Yeah, we
You don't have any
this- make a
cannonballs, but you
cannon
could-
that can't fire anything. But like we have a person who can
Ugh.
manipulate the metal, right? Is there a size restriction on that? Like how strong you have to be to like move stuff?
You have to be
Or-
able to lift it normally.
Yep. And I can do. I can give myself and everyone else feather.
That does help.
Yeah, so if I
And
gave
give myself an aspect.
So if I made like a gigantic super javelin that you could just like throw around,
Mhm.
I still think it's cooler to have like a bunch of stuff.
It is cooler, but your ability to say one object. You might be able
Look,
to make,
make a-
it multiple objects in the future.
Make
Or
a big one. Make a big one, and then we'll lather it in some oil.
Yeah, okay.
I like that idea too.
Interesting. All right, so you make a. How big do you make this javelin? Because your gnome friend does need to be able to carry it. With feather, she can effectively move maybe like 600 pounds of stuff
So
as
it's,
a lift.
it's deceptively large, but it's hollow, so it actually is like
lighter than it looks like it would be. And then since it's hollow, we can also put like flammable stuff on the inside, which will break when makes contact on the other side.
Okay, interesting. So it's like a 20-foot long javelin that's hollow, that is going to be covered in oil and have. You're gonna have a hole for it to put stuff on the inside.
Yeah, have a little hole in the top so that you can like add in some stuff, and then Mindra can huck it at them.
Okay. All right. What are you gonna put in it?
The two, yeah, basically a pen.
So a pen.
Basically,
We can put like one of the jugs of lantern oil,
All right.
and then we'll put like a little like fusey type cloth in the top. We basically just made like a metal Molotov cocktail.
Okay.
A
Interesting.
giant metal Molotov cocktail.
It might do something. It could, if you hit a sail, it could definitely burn the sail. On the deck, it probably isn't going to do a lot of damage.
It's gonna light
If
it
it
all
hits
on
a powder-
fire.
but if it hits a powder keg,
If it hits a powder keg, it'll blow the shit up.
yeah, got it. That's what I'm looking for.
And-
If they
and
have
it
any
would light
exposed
it on
powder
fire,
kegs,
but
regret
It would light it on fire, but it probably wouldn't spread ridiculously quickly. The deck of a ship is probably moist enough where it's not going to spread quickly.
Would it be easier to control if it was a smaller thing?
I mean, it would be definitely easier to control, but it wouldn't really make a difference from lighting it on fire better.
Well, we'll know for next time.
So you have that now. Interesting.
Okay, so let me just mark off my mental state, my mental stress, as it were.
As it were.
I'll cast Bring in the Hall,
All right, cast that.
giving everyone feather and, as well as the aspect strengthened, I guess.
Don't forget to spend those, because once combat actually starts, once initiative is rolled, the aspect goes away because it's a new scene.
Yep.
So you guys have that there. At this point, after doing that, you spent a minute. So they're like 250 feet away, or like 5 zones away. You can wait until they're within range. Mindra, your range is 3 zones, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you wait until they're in range, and then you use it. What are you aiming for?
Yeah.
Once they're 3 zones away, what can I see on their ship that's metal?
On their ship that's metal, it seems like they actually don't have any cannons, so that's interesting.
So probably no kegs.
No kegs of explosives or anything like that. You can definitely see they're all wielding metal weapons, and they all have guns, pistols mostly, and pistols exclusively. There's a metal grate on the ship. There's a few other just like bits and bobs of stuff that are sitting around, like rings on stuff and everything. There are barrels that have metal hinges and metal rings on them. You're not sure what's in the barrels though. Same with crates. There are a few chains lying around. That's about all the metal stuff specifically.
Okay. I will aim for their mast.
All right, their mast specifically.
I am looking through. I'm looking over the sights, quote unquote. They're basically just shittier iron sights, honestly. I'm looking through the sights of my musket. Do they have the helmsman?
They do. Looks like he's getting headshot. Okay. So 3 zones away.
Yep. With the musket.
Alright.
So it's only
With a
-2.
normal musket, so that's a -1 per zone past the worst. So that's a -2, I believe.
Yeah.
All right, so you can make that shot. Directly after the shot and the hit to the mast, we're gonna roll initiative.
Okay.
All right, so
Do you want me to roll for the mast, or am I controlled enough just to plunk it?
Make me an. Yeah, sure. Make me a melee test.
Does a 2 graze their helmsman across the cheek?
A 2 does graze their helmsman across the cheek. It actually see it. It seems to graze just above their shoulder. They do kind of like flinch from it a bit and knock back, and they put their hand on their shoulder. They
Just don't
yell
forget
out
that's
something.
Just don't forget that's weapon 5, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah, with the 2, you still kind of just like hit them. It doesn't really kill them. And with a weapon 5, that's not going to cause a consequence.
Okay, so
Is it?
in the
Let me
one
double check.
in the campaign that I was watching, they had like popcorn initiative where you like pass it off. So are we rolling to see who goes first, or is this like a roll? And what stat do I use to roll said initiative?
So we roll initiative at the beginning of every round. So whoever rolls first, when it gets back to their turn, everybody re-rolls initiative rather than it just continuing as their turn first.
Okay.
What we use for initiative, I believe, if Scythe told me right, is perception.
Yep.
So +0.
Yeah, if you don't have perception, that's a +0. I only rolled it a +1. It's not much better for me.
So that does actually give the guy a mild consequence.
Does? Sweet.
Yep.
And I rolled a 6 for my melee.
You're 6 for melee against the fucking mast. That's a pretty damn good hit. You slam it into the mast, and it seems to really fuck it up. It doesn't fall over just yet, but it looks like with this fire spreading, it's going to fall over within the minute.
And the fire should spread on the sails as well.
Yeah.
The guy's mild consequence is Salty Sting, as suddenly something whizzes by him and he just feels blood dripping from his chest. He just feels the open sea air start to sting at his wound.
All right. Let me pull up the map. I gotta make edits because they didn't manage to get to you first.
I forget what the command is for to add yourself to the initiative.
It's like ampersand squiggly bracket tracker.
It's a whole
Squiggly
thing.
bracket.
I'm looking at one of the other fates. I have a macro for it.
You gotta put in the Konami code. It's a whole thing.
I'll get it for the rest of you as well.
That, and
I don't know about no Konami code.
Put this at the end. It's and track. God damn it. And and of course close it off and remove the spaces.
That's what I said it was. Ampersand squiggly bracket tracker squiggly bracket. Ampersand.
Roll 4DF.
And it only works to add it to the tracker if you have a token that you can click on.
Yep, so you drag the token out.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
I
whoa.
rolled a 0.
That is too advanced for me.
Me
small
too.
brain.
Me too.
All right, so we got that.
Your large brain maneuver is too large for me. Whoa. Now look at me.
All right. Ignore the look of this boat because it's really hard to find a top-down sailboat.
Boats. Top down boats.
It's very difficult.
No, this is what our boat looks like.
Yep, this is what our boat looks like. Why don't
Way,
we
hey, and up she rises.
tie him to the yard arm while the something's under? Can't remember what it is.
All right, so these little red zones are boarding zones.
Oh, okay.
So if they manage to board you on either side of those zones, you guys are basically
Hooped.
stuck next to each other. And it is a zone barrier 3 that you can use athletics or dexterity to either swing across or climb the ropes across.
Yes, please do start boarding the ship so that you're within range of my blunderbuss.
Wait a moment, why don't we just take their ship? We can't pilot it, never mind.
We might be able to.
Yeah, that's a too many person ship.
We might be able to. We just have to take some of them alive.
You're right.
Maybe
Let's
not a
take
bad
some
idea.
Let's take some willing occupants.
Also, how much can you control with your metal wire?
I can I can yank stuff around their ship right over there.
right? So I bet you count for more than one person.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe. Maybe. All right, so Cook, you got your 2. Mindra got you had a -3.
No, I rolled the 0 first.
Oh, you rolled a 0. Okay. And then Doom, you had a -1. These boys, I will separate them into groups, and then I'm sure it won't matter.
Just wait till they see me start flying.
I can't wait. I can't wait to watch you fly.
Oh, look, it's just a small little schooner vessel. Oh my god, they threw a fucking giant javelin.
Whee!
That's why we go all.
Yeah.
Suddenly, gnomes
There-
flying at them.
Their helmsman just got shot. He's like, what the fuck? Nobody makes that shot.
Looks
No
like
chance.
the helmsman is actually the captain as well.
Wonderful.
He's got 2 jobs.
So the captain's just like, who the fuck? Nobody makes that shot. No chance.
No fucking chance. Not a chance in the world. All right, these guys have also no perception. The no perception gang is pretty lit. Well, it was 1 separation. That's kind of cool. Guess I don't need the second one here. Plus, it's too much work to fucking roll it every turn. All right, so these guys first. They aren't really doing anything, but you do see them get closer to the front of the ship, and they're preparing for boarding. Basically, they'll both create an advantage to prepare for boarding. Sure.
Not trying to do anything about their fire situation.
They can't really do anything about the fire situation. Well, I mean, they could definitely try, but it's a lost cause at this point. They need your ship now. This guy succeeds. I can take these red things off because that'll just be annoying too. All right, so Cook.
Was muted. Anyways, I was trying to say, I see. Now that makes sense. Because I thought, like, they could just unfurl their main sail and let it drop behind them into the water. But no, they're just like, all right, fuck it. When we lose our sail, we're dead in the water. We're taking their ship now. That makes a lot more sense.
I require ship.
Yep.
So what I'm going to do, I just shot one of the dumb fucks. I'm going to reload. Reload my long
They were
gun.
smart.
Never said
Reloading
they
is good.
I'll reload my long rifle.
That's a big, long rifle that you're reloading there. These guys are also going to prepare for boarding. They both fail. They're bad. And the captain is sad. He is going to continue with the ship. It's going to be real weird, real freaky, but whatever. Oh no.
He's losing his crew. We're gonna win.
What did
We're
Orange say?
going to win.
Oh,
He's throwing his
no,
crew over
there's-
the side.
They're still on the ship. It's over.
He will try to move it further. Sure. What
What the hell are these zones?
What is the ship? What do I roll for this?
What is
It's
the
a
ship's
ship.
athletics?
It's a ship. It's got +3 athletics. Oh, it succeeds.
It glides
these zones?
So
like-
I would-
athletically through the water.
I would-
water.
I would
Don't
like-
judge the zones.
I would like to oppose the ship with some conjured barrage and try and make like an icicle-y type thing that I want to blast at it.
You can on your turn.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Because I was trying.
You
There's
can
no
do that
reactions.
actually. If you want to, you can tag his consequence aspect to reduce that athletics roll by 2 so he doesn't succeed.
Yeah, that sounds like what I'm trying to do.
All right, sure. All right, he loses the aspect and he manages to fail going further. He will try again as an action. Wow,
Oh god!
Holy
That-
crap.
That just happened.
Well, they're here.
it's boarding time, boys. So he goes 1, 2.
God,
On
And
one
they see
hand,
they see the legendary Cook the privateer, and they all want to turn around and run tail.
God damn.
like the
But
fuck.
just good old fashioned crit, no big deal.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. Get rid of that. They are boarding, but that is the end of his turn. Mindra.
Mindra is going to levitate.
That's pretty good.
Is that an action? Yeah, it's an action. Anything I can get? Can I fiddle with any of their pistol triggers? Like a supplement?
You can absolutely try. Yeah, with an interact action. Make me a sleight of hand check. And we'll see.
Didn't know I need sleight of hand.
Oh, you're a thief, aren't you?
Well, I'm also telekinesis.
Well, we'll see how it works out. Which one do you want to fiddle with?
It's a +0, so we'll just do one of them, I guess, at random.
Normal guy or the captain?
Normal guy.
Normal guy. All right, he will try to dexterity say no. He dexterity says no, just barely. You almost get a grip on the pistol, but then he kind of like pulls it out of your telekinetic grip, and is now kind of looking over for magic because he's like, what the fuck? And doesn't really see any because you don't need to cast anything to do that.
I'm gonna fly zone above.
All right, you fly one zone up. Thaddeus.
Thaddeus.
Doomius. You're muted if you're talking.
Doom.
Thaddeus.
Oh,
Doom.
Okay, so here's me thinking you meant muted in Discord, but it was actually my microphone that was muted.
I see.
You silly, silly man.
So I'm gonna move over so I'm a little bit more central and kind of underneath my floating compatriot, and then I want to like hold my action to blast the first person who tries to get across onto our boat, like back off of our boat.
Okay.
Is that a thing that can be done?
You could do a form of maneuver to do that. However, I assume you mean with your conjured barrage, right?
Oh yeah.
Your conjured barrage, I think, is only an attack. Let me double check.
Yeah, because I'm like as soon as he comes into range, crossing over, I want to blast his ass, right? Because it's like, I don't think the conjure barrage is as ranged, right?
It is. It can be ranged. Yeah.
Oh well, in that
It has the-
case,
It has the option of having either the blade, bludgeon, axe, or ranged property, with ranged equaling your arcana. So you have plenty of range.
okay, so then yes, ranged.
All
The-
right.
I'm shooting for the captain.
All right. Let's see that roll then. Captain, it's a ranged attack. He only has a +1. Oh no, that's not good. Yeah, that's 4. Would you like to use your mental stress to add a weapon value to it?
Yeah, let's make it piercing.
Piercing. Well, a weapon value as in just damage. So you expend a mental stress box, and
Oh.
you can give it a weapon value equal to the stress box expended.
Okay, yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it.
What level? What stress box?
These will be mental stress.
Yep.
And
Go out and do your 5.
and they're fresh. They're fresh for me right now.
Yep, they are reset.
Oh, juicy. Okay, yeah. Then yeah, I'm gonna hit him with 3.
3. All right. So that's a 4, weapon 3. He has armor 1. So that's going to be 6 damage. And he already has his mild consequence. So what is his moderate consequence?
Doom.
He he's like he can't command his troops anymore. Like he's been like so like wounded and distracted that like he's kind of lost his situational awareness.
All right, lost situational awareness. All right. Would you like to move or use any supplemental action?
Mm, mm, no.
All right. It is these guys' turn. Or we can or reroll initiative. Sorry.
I was about to say, you lied.
It is definitely not their turn.
You got like the max bad after your max good.
Ugh.
All right. So that is the captain's turn. Captain just got fucking spiked in the face with something. Would you throw at him?
Another one of those little metal javelins. But this one's like a smaller, like me size one, not like the big ass ship size one.
Got it. All right. He is going to use command as a supplemental action. He is going to help a creature in his zone or an adjacent zone that uses persuade or intimidate. He's going to use persuade. We'll see what he rolls. He has to roll a certain number, and if you don't like the number he's rolled, you can spend that consequence aspect to reduce it. He only rolled a 2. You don't know what he needs, but would you like to spend his consequence aspect to do it? Or you do know what he needs now, sorry. It's help. He has a DC of 3, so he fails.
Yeah.
Given the aspect. And then action. Well, he's going to move here and create an advantage on himself. He's going to continue preparing for the party.
Goes there, huh?
Yeah, that's his favorite spot. He succeeds. He gets a positive aspect on. These guys, they're going to use Swashbuckler to ignore the zone barrier. And then they're going to use their supplemental actions to try and get further. They're going to probably fail, but we'll see. They have a +2. That guy fails. This guy succeeds. He gets in here. That guy succeeds. He gets in here.
3 of them is on 1 initiative?
They're all on 1 initiative. Or not all. All the normal guys are on 1 initiative.
What happened? What is that -3 then?
Yeah.
Wait, why?
Safe.
What is that -3
what the fuck?
then?
Why are there 2 initiatives?
Cheater?
What is that
Cheater.
-3 then?
I'm a
You
cheater.
lying motherfucker.
I'm a dirty cheater. I don't know why this initiative
Damn
exists.
dirty
never
lying
given-
motherfucker! You put them all back on their ship right now.
They cry very sadly.
Get back over there! No dinner for you.
And in
Mindra,
fact, I fly over here, and I turn their wheel around.
you turn their wheel around? What do you mean around?
Yeah, I turn the wheel so
Oh, like
so they
back
begin
so
to.
Goes off?
Yes.
Okay, they have boarded you, so you're probably gonna just drag with them. They have
Oh, really?
hooks. Yeah, you're.
Oh,
they're
I
gonna
think
probably drag
didn't
with
hear-
you.
I didn't hear the fact that they were hooked.
They've boarded us.
What do you mean they think? What does that
They
mean?
think. No one's over here yet. They think.
I mean, you're right. The hooks. You're hooked. You're hooked in. You're latched in. So
Okay.
if they do drift off, you'll probably be dragged with them. Yes.
All right, fine. I'll send my longsword out to the captain.
All right. The captain is not a fan, but that's fine. He will defend with
Wait, who did the hooking exactly?
The people.
these guys did
They did it last
action
turn.
through it. They did it when
Interact.
they boarded you, like 2
Yeah.
turns ago, or well, it was like last turn for them. But
Okay,
yeah.
so like this is our second turn,
Yes, I
and
believe.
their second turn hasn't happened. So if they
Yes.
didn't do it last turn,
No, sorry. This is
they
the third
haven't
turn.
done it yet.
This is the third turn because they started over here, then they moved, then they had a turn over here. They haven't had their third turn yet. On their second turn, their captain got here and they interacted to hook the ship.
I see.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
But you're attacking them with your longsword. They will defend, try and parry it out of the way. Or he tries to parry it out of the way. That's actually a 2, sorry. But yeah, he fails. What's the weapon value on that?
2.
2. So 2 up and 2 is 4 minus 1. That's 3. Oof. What is his
That's
severe
5.
consequence?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
2 weapon.
Unless, oh wait, his armor.
Yeah, armor.
Yeah, 2 weapon.
Yeah. So what is his severe?
Severe?
Yeah.
Cut jugular.
Cut
What for the
jugular.
jugular?
Jesus. Okay.
That is pretty
I
severe.
mean, that's severe.
That is fair. He's not looking great.
And then I call the sword back to my hand as I'm preparing for another. Just
Goddamn.
floating above them all.
All right. Thaddeus.
I'm gonna move over to here. And I'm gonna kind of point over at the guy and I say, "Oh, boys, you might want to have a look at your captain. He's not looking too good." And then I'm gonna pull out like my little like belt punch dagger and try and use it to pull off the anchors that are holding.
Oh,
their-
one of the latches? Okay.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them. You can use an interact action to cut one of them.
Yeah, I will cut one of them.
All right. You can use your your actual action to cut another one if you want.
Yeah, I'll cut 2 out of the 4. Look at me go.
All right. Cut 2 out of the 4. Cook.
Cook strides. He drops his musket. He strides up with a bottle of brandy in his hand to the edge of the ship. With
Oh no.
supplemental action, he takes a swig. One long, arduous swig, and you hear 3 large gulps go down to his gullet, where you hear a loud one rumbling. And then you see him reach into his coat pocket, and he pulls out a match, which he then strikes against the side of his coat, and holds up in front of his face before saying,
I will say
"To the
this
bottom."
This is an adjacent zone, so you might want to move 1 zone up.
It's 2 zones.
Oh, is it 2 zones? Oh,
It's
wait.
2 zones ahead of me, so it hits
Oh,
the ropes and their ship. That's why I said they thought they boarded us.
Oh, I see.
And I say,
And I don't have to
with
worry
a
about
match,
it because I'm a
with
zone
lit
above.
match in front of my face and gas rolling up my throat. To the bottom of the ocean with ye.
No, yeah.
And I
It's
just
only
let
one-
out this huge.
It's only 1 zone range. It's your zone and 1 adjacent zone.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Whack.
Which
All right,
means
I
you'll
jump
also hit your
across
friend
one
if
of
you did it here.
Don't hit me.
I jump
Don't
across
hit
one
me.
of the ropes.
All right, you are climbing on the ropes to get out of that now. You'll have to make a check, but you're not doing that right now, so it's fine.
Don't
Um,
I hold it in front of my face and I say, "To the bottom of the ocean with ye." And I let out a
There
loud
you
burp.
all right. Roll for burp.
Roll for burp.
Roll for burp.
Oh god, what is their
Burp
dexterity?
is endurance
Not
versus
good.
their dexterity, and I'm using Beast Folk Diversity to add a +2 to it.
Oh, that's gross. So the normal guys. 1, 2. Oh my god. 4.
To the bottom of the
so
ocean with ye.
toast.
You might kill all of the tiny guys. Maybe even the pirate captain, because he
He's
just took a severe consequence.
Yeah, his
Would you like
throat
to
was
tag his
cut anyway.
consequences?
Yes.
Let's see if he crits. He didn't crit, but he rolled a 3. 3 is not gonna do it though.
Yeah.
So that's 8. Yeah, that's. They only have that. They all die.
Cool. So there's just this moment as I'm swinging across and screaming this, as they just see an inferno come across and bathe their entire ship in a glow.
wait, he has a
just
positive
pretty red
aspect.
light.
He can re-roll that to see if he crits.
Wonderful. Good. No.
Nice.
All right.
That's
His
Well,
positive aspect saves his life from the burn, but he sees as I land on the ship with a loud thud and a blunderbuss pistol in hand, I'm smiling at him.
He's
I
dead.
point at
They're all
his
dead.
face.
they're all dead.
Yeah. No, I point at his face and I pull the trigger.
Oh yeah, he rolled so he gets better. You're right.
Yeah.
So
That's
it still
not
doesn't
it.
save him, but we'll see if he crits.
That's not
You
it.
gotta see if he
That's not
crits.
it.
Got a crit, boy.
That's not it.
Come on.
That's not it. That's not it.
Looking
got a
for a
crit.
5.
That's not
Looking
it.
for a 5. Looking for a
That's
5.
not it. That's not
Looking
it.
You
for
better
a 5.
crit.
That's not it.
You better
Looking
crit.
That's
Roll
not
better,
it.
for a
Sai.
5.
Yeah, you suck.
Looking Looking for a 5.
Who taught you how to roll?
Do you want me to roll with you?
Looking for a 5.
Can we just?
Looking,
Roll with you.
look, looking for a 5.
So yeah,
Everyone, just keep rolling until.
Oh,
the
there's a
There it
four
goes,
four.
there
That
it
was a
is.
four.
Four.
That was a
He
four.
dies
That was
with
a
a
four.
4.
Yeah, so
Guys,
with
with a
with with the positive aspect doing all that rolling, he survives the initial pretty red blaze, and then he hears me land on the deck with a loud thud and a blunderbuss pistol in hand. I point at his face and blast him.
Beautiful. All right. Yeah, they're dead. They're all dead as fuck. You've burned it. You've also kind of set the entire ship on fire, opposed to just the mast now. But that's okay. You might want to get off the ship.
Is there any good stuff, Benja? Can you feel any good stuff?
Do I feel any good stuff?
Yeah, you say you might want to get off the ship. Cook totally nonchalantly just starts walking down to the deck looking for their treasure room.
Make me an athletics check versus the fucking speed of this fire that you just blew up the ship with. That's not great. By the time you get to the door to go below deck, it's completely wreathed in flames.
Cool. All right, I guess I'll.
I want to use. I'm gonna try and use like conjure magic to like create like a spray of like misty, almost snow-like water to try and like calm these flames to give ourselves a little bit more time to try and see if there's anything worth looting on this ship.
Sure. Make me an Arcana check.
Yeah, Arcana's my jam right now, bro. 40F plus 4. Oh, that's. I mean, it's a 3.
You managed to get the fire.
Actually, I have I'm gonna use one of my fate points to get that up to a 5.
All right, sure. What do you tag for a fate point?
Greedy charlatan. I'm greedy. I want every last drop
That is very fair.
of
All
the
right.
loot that's available here.
With a 5, you managed to put out the fire in and around the door. And it seems like it probably won't spread through it, at least for some time. However, you're still kind of racing against the ship just sinking itself. So,
nonchalantly going down and getting all the treasure. It's fine. I've been in a sinking ship before. This is totally normal.
make me an athletics check and a dexterity check.
Oh man, those are both like exactly the fucking same.
Oh man.
Oh man.
I guess I'm just gonna chill.
Does he get like a nice
Oh.
double nice?
Oh,
I was gonna say, does he get like a positive aspect for me helping him with like his
he
endeavors
gets
to
to
loot?
attempt because you
Yeah,
helped
okay,
him.
okay, fair enough. Totally fair
Yeah,
enough.
I already attempted and
You
failed.
rolled
So
very well. You rolled very well. You actually managed to go down and you get they have a few sacks down there. Like I'll say 3 sacks. You managed to get 2 of them. One in each hand.
all right. So before he goes down to the ship, you guys see Cook put his blunderbuss pistol away and walk down to the ship, both hands behind his back, looking like a proper posh captain. And he comes out with 2 big old sacks of fucking heavy gold laden on his shoulders.
Sacks of something.
Well, yeah, we don't know what's in the
It
sacks.
seems like heavy gold. Seems a lot like heavy gold.
While he's doing all of this, Mindra's grabbing all like the pistols and stuff with her telekinesis.
I mean, that's
All right, it works. You're able to grab the pistols. Do you want to grab the swords or no?
Yeah, all the weapons.
All right, you grab all the weapons, get them on the ship. Everybody gets back on the ship just as it's about sinking. You get.
And any spare change they're holding as well. So
Sure. Let's get
And I'm
spare
gonna
change
like
then.
kind of like stand there like at the ready to like unhook the last hook as soon as our boys are back across and just let it go so that we don't all die.
Mindra, they're holding 12 gold between the lot of them. You get 5 pistols and 5 sabers.
all right.
Or cutlasses specifically. But in the sacks, you look inside. One of them is filled with what seems like just things they got off people that are worth something. There's a bit of jewelry. There's some nice clothing. Just like some jewels and stuff like that. In total, roll me 4 DF.
1 moment. 40th.
It seems like there's about 50 gold there. In the other one, you look inside, it seems like this is where they're keeping more of actual gold. Inside, there's 150 gold pieces, as well as a few other jewels that are worth. Roll me another 4, or roll me 2d.
Boop.
Worth another 100. So 250 from that and 50 from the other one. 300 total. Assuming you sell everything. Or actually, Cook, you can make a crafts check for the right connections.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Are any of these things broken, by the way?
No,
These
none of
pistols
them
or
are.
cutlasses? Okay.
No, none of them are broken. They're all. Oh, sorry. Broken as in the misfire broken. Let me roll for it. The captain's definitely isn't.
Not only that, but just like could I buff him, give him a new paint job, make him sell for a little bit more?
Yeah, you could probably do that. If you had, you need more materials. You probably don't have any materials on you to do that.
I don't have very many materials.
Unless
on
you
me at all.
bought some. Did you buy some beforehand?
Nah, I just got money again.
Okay. Oh, all 4 of them are broken.
Nice.
Man,
That's why you don't roll safe.
How quickly the turntables.
Sorry, not all 4. All 4 of the normal guys. The captain's is not broken.
See, would have been so much better.
Oh, much better.
fucking. What kind of captain does an outfit his crew with proper weaponry? No wonder they died in no time.
Yeah.
So
I
all the
kinda-
pistols but one are broken.
Yep.
Good for them.
Broken
I got my
pistol, still not bad
cutlasses.
though. You also get, assuming you get the shot as well. You also get 18 cartridges of shot.
I'll be needing those.
What weapon value are the cutlasses?
Cutlasses are normal swords, weapon value 2 with the blade property.
All right. I am donning 2 of them.
Before the ship sinks underneath the water forever, does it seem like it had a name?
Good question. Roll me a perception check.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I was wondering why, but then I realized.
You cannot see any. You definitely can't see any tomb.
What do you mean? I really want. Whoa. Minus 100?
I'm blind. What do you
I
expect?
just. Do we get a free fate point? I think in
Yep.
this session.
Every session.
I'm gonna re-roll and tag Praetorian Pirate Hunter.
Okay.
Just one.
Just as it's going down, you see 3 letters on the side that say, it looks like the end of the word, and it looks like this. Those are the end of the word.
Great.
The Ain!
I'm
Ain!
sure that there's records somewhere of most, if not all, of the ships that are selling these waters. So I could probably find that name or
Somewhere.
a name somewhere.
Yeah,
Most
absolutely.
likely in different areas, though.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys managed to get all that stuff. You got some shot, you got some pistols and whatnot. You're about halfway to the place. All right, so you continue off. Cool. And you burp furiously, like a jolly rogue.
Most impressive with all that fire breathing and stuff, but it may not have been the most conducive for looting the guns.
I got my cutlasses. I don't mind.
Was effective in getting rid of the people anyway. That's all I'm really worried about.
Well, you are right about that.
All right. You can continue traveling throughout the night, and as morning rises, you are soon to be there. Well, not really soon to be there. Like 5 more hours to be there.
5 swords. Oh, 5 bladed weapons.
Do anything on the way there, or do you just kind of chill as much as you can chill while you're piloting a ship?
Yeah, maximum
kinda
ship
chill.
chill.
I'm continuing my puppeteering of the sails.
All right. Anything else? All right, ship chilling. You eventually get there. It's noon-ish, more or less, and you kind of dock it on the beach. Not very well because there's no dock, but it's there. It'll
So
work.
we just kind of
Um,
beach the ship on the beach?
No, you get it close to the beach, and then you anchor down, and you'll have to swim out, or maybe your friend can make you levitate. I don't know. It's up to you guys.
Maybe. Well, I cannot. I guess I could levitate other people.
We got a rowboat.
You do not have a rowboat. It is not big enough for a rowboat. You could get it
Come
pretty
on.
close. Really, all you need to do is wade through the water, but you could also have your friend levitate you if you want.
I
I
get
will
close enough
levitate-
where I only have to win.
Here, I will levitate you. I do it on Cook, and I will carry you.
All right.
What? I'm just floating.
He's fucking floating. Shoot a gun, fly to the other zone. All right. You guys get on the beach. You remember where you are, so you don't lose the boat, and you head on your way. You're pretty sure you docked west of the ruin. You think it'll take about. You assume it'll take somewhere between 4 to 6 hours of walking to get there. So you could rest at this point, or you could continue on. You're getting pretty tired at this point.
I'm pooped. Let's rest.
Yeah, well, who's got first watch? I don't really want to take first watch. I'm more of a second watch kind of guy, you know?
Sure, I'll watch.
Sure, I'll watch.
Yeah, I see what you did there.
It may sound like a joke, but I'm serious. I won't see them coming from a long ways away, but once they come there, I will know they are there.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
like proximity.
She has ears.
I guess I'll take last watch.
All right.
All right, so Mindra first, Thaddeus second, and Cook last. You guys go through, you sleep, you watch. Luckily, doesn't seem to be much activity on the island, if any. There is some wildlife, but nothing predator-like, at least so far that you've seen.
Which I chase with a sword whenever it gets near.
You see an elephant, you chase it off with a sword.
Oh, no, I'm killing that. I'm getting its trunk.
Getting its tusks,
Nope, he doesn't want the
Fucking
tusks. He wants
poacher.
the trunk.
specifically just the trunk.
You heard
Got it.
him.
I want the food. Trunk
Interesting.
soup.
Trunk soup. Elephant trunk soup.
Speaking of
Sounds.
soup, you guys wake up whenever we're done with the whole watch thing. I don't know what time of day they wake up. You guys wake up to the smell of stew.
Oh, I've been waiting for this.
All right.
And I don't have money, so I can't use the cool thing yet. But I do have that, so
What did
everybody
you
gets
spend
well
your
fed.
money on if you didn't spend it on ingredients and
Don't
stuff?
worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It's a secret.
The fuck did you spend them? Okay. Whatever. Also, you have a rifled musket, not just a normal musket.
Yeah,
Musket?
Oh, well, you would have had a better roll on the attack against the one guy.
I accounted for it.
Oh, you did?
Mhm.
How dare you, cheater.
You got that musket?
So you wake up in the morning, you have some food ready for you by your best friend, your best ham friend. And it makes you feel pretty good. Tell us what it does, Cook.
Well, since it's not super cool, all it really does is give you the well-fed aspect. And if this fat aspect is not used by the end of the day, it is lost.
Yeah, so it lasts the whole day instead of just the scene.
Okay, cool.
All right. You have that, and at this point, it's like it's dark because you slept around noon, so it's like 9 o'clock p.m. at night. All right, you
Wait.
walk along the coast.
So we'll be well fed. He's doing this in the morning, and we'll be well fed all day.
He's doing this in the quote unquote morning when you guys wake up, which is actually at night. But yeah, you'll be fed for the night until you sleep again, basically.
Okay.
Or
Um,
use the aspect.
Or use the aspect, yes. So you have the well-fed aspect. You guys continue walking. Start walking east along the beach. About 5 hours of walking later, you manage to get to what looks like you're looking for. It looks like a bit of a ruin is sticking out from some brush. You can't really see the entrance; it seems to be covered. But looking around long enough and moving some brush and stuff, you see a very dark, even though it's already very dark because it's nighttime for you, a very dark entrance down a stairwell.
Well, this looks promising. I think
No,
this
no.
is what we're trying to go.
Stairwell. All right. So you guys head in.
Let's go.
All right. You guys head down, and as you're walking, it's incredibly dark. Mindra, you obviously see like both walls, the floor, and the ceiling, but nothing in front of you for a majority of the walk. You two, you can't really see anything. Do you have a torch or anything? You both would have torches from your adventure packs.
yeah.
Do you light a torch or anything?
I'll bring the lantern along from the ship, anyways. Either way.
Okay, that works. So you have the
Well,
lantern.
just hold on to this wire.
I'll hold on to
Leave
the
you
wire.
No thanks.
No thanks. With the lantern lit as you're walking down, Cook and Thaddeus, not Mindra, because Mindra's fucking blind as fuck. You can see carvings of images in the on the stairwell walls. The images you see depict ancient goblins doing various things. Some of these include, let's see. Yes, some of these include ancient goblin ships, ancient goblin sailors is what it looks like, as well as the occasional weird-looking sea creature. Some of them are noticeable, or you've seen before, like a shark or a whale or an octopus or something. But there's others that look weird that you haven't seen before. There's some that are octopus shaped but looking more dangerous. There's long, razor sharp teethed shaped creature that seems incredibly large compared to the goblins. There's
Giant sharktopus.
Exactly. There's a lot of weird looking sea creatures along with the boats and the sailing goblins. You continue down the stairs for about 3 minutes of continuously walking down before it opens up into a room. With the lantern light, you can't quite see all of the room, but you do see that on the ground in front of you, it looks like there's lines going in some sort of like whirlpool toward the center. Do you walk toward the center?
Are they carved into the ground, or is
Yes,
it like
they are carved.
how deep? Was it like fairly
Not very
shallow,
deep,
or
like,
is it like?
like half an inch.
Okay. And then
I confidently walk on without knowing about the markings.
and is there
Almost.
like anything specific in the center, or is it just like they all meet in a point and that's it?
As you move toward the center and you're able to see with the lantern light, you see a pedestal.
Oh, what have we here? I will
approach the pedestal.
The pedestal has the picture of what looks like a goblin holding a knife to his hand with blood dripping out.
Like on the side, like that's like the picture of the side, or is that like a thing that's standing on top of it?
That's on the side. It's carved into it still.
And then is there, as I approach, do I see anything on the top?
All you see on the top is what looks like a flat surface with a divot in the middle.
A round divot, or like is it a
Yeah, like a
hand-shaped
semicircle.
divot by any chance?
It's like a semicircle divot. It's like maybe 2 inches wide. 2 inches
Eh.
wide, the same like half an inch deep.
Well, this may hurt, and I may be wrong, but what are you gonna do? And he pulls out the little belt dagger, slashes his hand, and slams it on the top of the pedestal.
As you do that, and your blood sits in the divot, you all hear rumbling for a bit and feel rumbling, and hear what sounds like shifting walls. With the small light of the lantern, you can't quite see anything. You can't quite see the walls, but you do hear the shifting coming from directly in front of you.
Do I see any metal moving around?
No.
Okay.
There's no metal. As you
Do I
as
see
your
magic
blood,
moving around?
you do not see any magic. You do not see anything in your vision except for just basic objects.
Okay.
Also, Thaddeus, with your blood in the divot as it sits there, after the rumbling, it seems to have disappeared.
Hmm. Okay. Um, and I'll like kind of like feel around on the inside. Is there like a hole that it like went into, or did it just get like absorbed into the stone?
You can't feel any hole. You're not entirely sure where it went.
Well, that's unsettling. Um, you guys heard the rumbling too, right? That wasn't just my stomach.
What, you hungry again? Yeah, I heard the rumbling.
Okay, just making sure. Uh, um, onward and downward, I guess.
All right. Do you
Close.
start moving forward past the pedestal?
Yes.
All right. As you approach, you can see with the lantern light that part of the wall, about 10 feet wide, has shifted 90 degrees and now has an opening on either side. They seem to be leading to the same hallway. The wall is about like a foot thick of stone.
Well, you know what they say, giant pigs first.
I like
I
that.
pull out my blunderbuss pistol in the other hand and point it forward. Lantern first, pistol second, me third, and I go in.
If you want, I can go first. Okay.
As you travel into the hallway, you notice on the walls these images are still being depicted. However, they moved more away from the ships, and now there's images of goblins fighting these sea creatures that were on the walls. Seem to be using like javelins, bows, various other things to combat these sea creatures.
Now, as we enter into the area, look, does it seem like there's any like footprints or like a trail? Like, 'cause I'm assuming that it's kind of dusty and this is like an unused kind of area.
It is a bit dusty, but there are no footprints or trail or anything.
Okay.
The first people in here in who knows how long.
You'd assume at least 3,000 years. Or actually, no. You'd assume at least in 2,000 years, probably.
It's been a minute.
As you're traveling along, you continue seeing these images, and then you eventually come to a fork. You can either go left or right. You can't really see anything different between the two paths. However, if you take a look at the walls slightly into the hallways, on the left, you see images of sea creatures just by themselves, mostly. On the right, you see images of goblins standing over what look like dead sea creatures and doing various things, including cutting it open, like touching it, investigating it, stuff like that.
Right, it is.
So I guess is it like an end to like the downward area, or like we've entered like a little
Oh,
chamber
you haven't
now?
been going down since you got to the main room.
Okay.
My vote's on right. I think it's right.
Well, it's it's the same hallway on either side, right?
Well, you
Well-
were in the same hall. You were already in that hall. It splits off into 2 separate hallways.
Oh well,
We're at a fork now.
You got a fork.
well then. Yeah. I mean, we go right first. We come back. If it's not good, then we can go left. I'm okay either way. What do you think, Cook?
Whatever you two decide.
Well, there you go, Minja. We follow you.
All right.
Right, it is.
You head down the right hallway. It doesn't take you very long, only like a minute this time. On the walls, you continue seeing goblins doing things to the bodies of these creatures. Though none of you are very scientifically inclined, you can pretty easily tell that these are like some sort of either like surgeons or hunters taking organs out and doing stuff with those.
Okay.
As you get to the room, it's much smaller than the large central room you were in, and you see in the middle looks like a stone bed area. It's pretty large, about 10 feet long and like 6 feet wide. A few shelves lining the area around the wall, and on the far back of the wall, carved into it, what looks like a map of the archipelago.
Does it
Uh,
have any like different features that like I don't recognize from the other map that Cook had out the other day?
It does. As you approach, first off, as you pass by the shelves, you see on the shelves there are what look like relatively intact obsidian surgical tools. There's like scalpels, knives, even like rudimentary forms of scissors and stuff, all with obsidian edging.
Oh, well, don't mind if I do. And I'll pick up as many of them fit in my sack as I can.
All right, there are 2d6 of them. Roll. Seven, very average.
Well, I mean,
All right. As you pass by and pick those up, you get over to the map area with the lantern, and as you can see, it seems like a pretty accurate map, at least to what you have nowadays. There are a few differences, but it's primarily the same. The main differences are that there are 4 X's placed on varying locations. I will put it on this map. There are 3 like medium-sized X's and 1 large X. There is a medium-sized X here, 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 and then there is a large X here. And that seems to be more centered on something on land.
Del,
Yeah,
your mic was freaking out. It's good
so
now.
sorry.
Hey, I was just letting you know.
It's his thing. Next to or underneath the X's, you see goblin writing. Under each of the 3 small ones, well, yeah, you can't really tell. You just see ancient goblin writing. It seems like this is what Leonard was talking about, that you wouldn't be able to read.
These must be where the plugs are, from what I'm hearing you describe.
I pull out. Anyone got like pen and paper? We can make a copy of this, or are we just stealing this whole bad boy and taking it back with us? I don't know
It
if
is
that's.
carved
I
into the
grabbed
wall.
the whole thing and put it in my bag.
It's carved into the wall.
Okay, well, that's too bad.
I grabbed the
whole thing.
whole wall and put it into my bag.
Well, it's time to pull, guys.
Hmm.
Do you guys want to try and chisel it out?
You think they would make a copy, or you wouldn't send us down here?
Well, maybe he hasn't gotten this far. He just heard there was a map, and he doesn't know that it's also the wall.
You definitely assume he has not gotten this far. He said he only got to the stairs.
Yeah, there's no way we're getting a piece of paper big enough to cover that, not unless we go grab the sail.
Oh
Have an
no,
ink.
we can't put it on the sail. Then everyone will know where we're going.
Well, I meant a different piece of sail, but you are right. That is one of the many reasons we can't put it on a sail.
That'd be fucking funny. Where are they
People
headed?
know where
sir?
we're going. Is that a problem?
It might be.
We come across pirates and we don't kill them all next time. Would be.
Let's not make that mistake then. Anyways, maybe there's a solution in another room.
Maybe. Let's go take a look.
All right. You head back and then head back down the other end of the fork. Down here, as you're traveling for about a similar minute, on the walls, it looks like it's just showing a bunch of different types of sea creatures, and some of them are in more scientific drawing style, like a symmetrical layout that seems to be capable of like looking at all the parts of the creature. As you get to the actual room, it is about the same size as the one you just came from. However, the middle part is filled with water, too deep for you to see down. Around the edges, there's about 5 feet of walkable stone, and then there's a diving board type thing in the middle of stone where you can walk into like almost the center of the water area.
Okay.
Around the walls, you see more of these drawings of creatures or carvings of creatures.
And just to confirm, this would be like a new scene again?
Yeah, this would be a new scene since the fight.
Okay. If you want, I could go check it out down there. I can breathe the water for a bit and just go for a bit of a swim. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Anyway, you can take 2 or 3.
No.
Oh,
Sorry,
guys,
I can only do it on me for now. I haven't figured
Oh,
out how to
you-
do it on everybody yet.
If you have just a like one target casting spell, you can cast on other people too. It just has to be a separate action to do it in a separate
Oh, okay.
instant.
And it still lasts for the same amount? Like it's not concentration or whatever?
Yep. So you could cast it on everybody. It just require 3 uses of the spell, so 3 stress box uses.
Oh. Okay. So yeah, if you want, we could do a thing. It could be an underwater adventure.
yeah. And you know what? I'll give everyone power to be stronger, just in case.
Okay. So I will walk over and I put my hand on Mindra and I give her the water breathing, and then I go over to Cook and I put my hand on myself and I give me the water breathing, and then I give Cook the water breathing too.
All right.
And I give everyone bring in the hull, giving them feather and strengthened aspect,
All right.
Nice.
just in case.
Just in case. It's good. All right. So, are you guys just gonna dive right in, or go one at a time? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna drop every pistol. Actually, I'm gonna drop every gun except for a regular pistol.
Yeah, you might not want to bring those. The water's probably not good for the powder.
Powder.
Powder. Yeah, if you're completely submerged in water, the weapon most likely will not fire. If it's just wet, it's just treated as broken, but you'd have to be, above the water.
All right, let's go.
All right. So, who goes in first?
I'll go on first.
All right. You jump in. As soon as you jump in and get a little bit closer in, Mindra, below you, you can see the outline of a creature. It's about 3 zones away from you, 3 zones deep. It looks like some sort of squid or octopus. Big squid or octopus.
Well, only one thing to do in this situation. I send out my longsword.
All right. You send out your longsword to make an attack. We're going to roll initiative. You can tag your strength and aspect for this attack.
Okay. I was wrong earlier. The longsword is weapon 3.
Oh, it's weapon 3. All right. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because it's a two-handed longsword, not a one-handed longsword. So this is something I've always wanted to do in a fucking game. Is you have a
Oh, there's 3 dimensions. I get it.
yeah, it's a 3-dimensional map. Always wanted to do this before, but never did it.
So
So
currently I'm here, and then it goes doot doot doot.
yep, exactly. Well, this top one is its own zone.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And then so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're in 1. So 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like it.
I get it.
I like it.
Okay,
So-
weapon attack.
I will put you guys in initiative, and then you can make your weapon attack. It is as soon as you got in, it was aware of you, so it is going to try and defend, sort of. See how it can do.
It's a sword's just flying through the goddamn water.
Oh, I gotta read its shit again because I wrote this a while ago.
Look, it's a swordfish. No
Oh.
one heard it because I was underwater.
Oh yes, okay. So he has that. So he rolls a 6. He doesn't even need to use the thing.
I will use strengthened and well fed.
Strengthened and well fed. All right, that makes it a 9.
Mhm.
He is going to re-roll with his underwater aspect and crit, so you still miss him.
Oh well. I got rid of the underwater aspect. Well,
It-
actually, no, I didn't.
It's
It's
well,
once per round.
you got it's once per round, but you got rid of it for this round. Which I guess this wasn't in round, so you didn't really get rid of it. But whatever.
I lost out.
He is the only creature that can tag this underwater aspect. Because you guys, well, you aren't aquatic creatures,
I
so
feel
it's a little
like
dangerous.
I've not done this macro right.
Doesn't look like it's working either. I'll just manually add you.
Is there supposed to be a space between the ampersand and tracker?
Don't know. Neko?
Hmm?
He asked a question.
What?
For the thing, is there supposed to be a space between the ampersand and tracker?
I'll send you a pic. A pic. Because I can't write it out into chat because they'll just, you know.
Can't you like
Yes.
put a period in front of it or something, or does that?
Yeah,
work
you
either?
can. You can add dots to stop it.
Alright, give me a picture.
Big picture energy.
Where did you give it to me?
In Fear and Loathing in the
General.
world.
What? Why is mine
It's
wrong
in general. Oh, is it still not just working?
then? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot he could do this. Mindra, as you swing your sword at it and it evades out of the way, it actually evades one
Where's the
zone closer to
You
you.
have it marked on the map. Okay, there it is.
There it is. It moves one zone closer to you as it kind of pushes itself out of the way.
Hmm. I thought I was gonna grab my sword, which is actually gonna be pretty neat because then I was just gonna pull it out of the water.
Very sad. All right. So, have you guys all rolled initiative? Roll it for it.
Yes.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll work in like the tracker this time, or for next round.
6. That's pretty good initiative. All right. So, it will go first. Mindra, it's not a fan of you.
Yeah.
It moves 1 up,
Mhm.
and then it's going to use its tentacles, which have the polearm property. Use its
Mhm.
supplemental action to increase its range by 1, and try and grab you with its tentacles. It's going to do a strength maneuver. It's going to do a maneuver against you. You can evade with dexterity or melee or another skill that makes sense.
Melee.
it will re-roll with its underwater aspect. Why not? Oh, sad.
Met.
You managed to just kind of swim out of the way as it tries to grab you. Cook, your turn.
So there's an octopus, and it's
An octopus
trying to
that
grab
you
Mindra.
can't quite see. Yes, it tried to grab Mindra. You saw its tentacle like swing past her, but you can't see it yet.
But I can see Mindra, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I shoot into the water.
I like
Forget who you're talking to.
it. All right, so you are only one zone away, so there's no penalty, but he is underwater. Whatever, it's fine. You shoot in the water.
Whatever. It's fine. I shoot into the water.
You shoot in the water. He will try to evade. He successfully evades. And does he want to stay here? He does stay here. He stays here.
Okay. Submental action. I drop this, and I'll swap over to my blunderbuss pistol.
I like it. Do you drop it or put it back away? Because you can stow and draw an object with one supplemental action.
Sure. I'll stow this unloaded pistol since it theoretically shouldn't be a water hazard anymore, right?
Theoretically.
Theoretically.
Yeah. All right. Do you move?
Nah, I'll be right here. Fine.
All right, Thaddeus.
I say, oh, whoa, hold on, guys. I think I might have this, and I'm gonna jump into the water, swim over to the creature, and I'm gonna try and calm it.
All right, you jump in and swim over into its zone.
Yeah.
Make your. Oh wait. You have water breathing up, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can cast spells while underwater. Make your roll. It is, what is it? Arcana versus intellect because it's illusion. That sounds right. That's not good.
Oh wow.
Well, I mean,
I'm
You have well fed.
gonna
You
use
have well
yeah.
fed.
I'm well fed, so +2.
all right, that succeeds. He is seems to be calming down. He kind of like chills out from his combative stance. Anything else?
Yes. The
Yeah,
classic. Calm down the octopus so that I
Calm
can get
down
up
the
into his
octopus.
face.
Right.
it's okay. It's okay. We're friendly. You know, they just were startled.
We need a zinc.
We do.
We need a zinc.
Yes, of course.
Blast.
Octopuses, the creatures that give ink.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they do.
I mean,
Isn't that squid, or do octopuses also get
They also
octopiles?
do,
They
yeah.
do.
Oh damn!
They're both. They're both.
Octopus ink. I think you guys have ink on you
I
some
ca-
between the three of you.
I don't have ink. What are you talking about? What am
I
I
just-
you don't
That
have
doesn't matter. That
I'll-
doesn't matter, Safe. There's three
I'll
there.
calm this guy down. You just milk him for a zinc. Everything will be fine.
Looking ink. Ugh.
You're gonna get free ink. I love it. Okay. Mindra.
I don't know what to do now. Honestly, I was gonna blind it.
An eye for an eye until the whole world is blind, just like you.
Huh. I'm gonna
Rude.
get out.
Pretty ironic that Mindra blinds people. Or is it odd theme? I
It's a
don't know.
level playing field.
I disagree. Alright.
What, isn't it?
Maybe if they had static sense. All right. Regardless, you get out. What do you do? Do you create an advantage? Do you just chill?
Sure, I'll create advantage.
All right.
I'll start twirling my goddamn longsword around, see if anything else happens.
All right.
Starting up the buzzsaw.
Roll for twirl.
Oh,
Yeah,
huh.
you twirl. Get the twirl aspect. All right. This guy or reroll initiative.
Yeah, oops.
Damn, he loves initiative.
I'm not sure if it worked because my initiative is still the same number.
Well, actually, his
Just like
initiative's
your
not
token?
3. His initiative is 2, not 3. He's Stoda went first before, and he still goes first this time, I'm pretty sure. All right. He's pretty calm. He's pretty chill. He is move away, try to go back in his hidey hole because he doesn't like it up here anymore. Somebody shot him or tried to shoot at him. He fails going back to his hidey. It'll tag the underwater aspect to succeed. He goes back here, and he's gonna create an advantage as he huddles down into a corner. The huddled aspect. He gets the huddled aspect. Cook.
And we're not killing it yet?
No, I mean, we could search around and see if there's like whatever it's guarding. I mean, maybe it's just guarding stuff. It's calm now. We don't have to kill it. We could just take its stuff.
I drop my blunderbuss pistol and I drop into the water like a stone.
Okay. You drop into the water like a stone. You want to try and go further?
Yeah.
All right. Supplemental action, athletics.
Move like stone. So, oh wait, no, that's not
Ooh.
quite how that. That's not quite how that's supposed to work.
Yeah.
Move like stone.
All right.
Marginally better.
Fail to move like stone.
I think you're doing badly because you have a capital F.
Yeah, exactly.
Might just be
What?
mentioned.
You fail to move like stone. You would you like to try again as an action? Or
Sure,
crit-
why not? I'll try to sink harder as an action. Put in the
Cincada, boy.
Lowercase. Let me put in the lowercase f and the bonus this time. That is supposed to be with a +2 bonus. It's
Wow.
still a 0.
Okay.
I sink like paper.
You sink like a balloon. All right. Thaddeus.
I have to supplemental action roll again.
You can upkeep it by supplemental action, then you roll again against its defense. It's got 0 intelligence, so it's probably gonna fail, but we'll see. Could crit. Oh, it got really. Oh, it'll
Yeah,
spend
okay.
it'll spend its aspect. It'll spend its aspect to reroll and crit. It's angry again.
God damn it.
No,
Wow.
that's not enough, is it?
For a crit automatically succeeds.
I thought a crit was like 4 successes, not 3.
It is.
It is.
An
He
aspect.
re-rolled.
When you re-roll until you get better. If the only better result is critting, then you don't have to keep rolling because you just know you're gonna crit.
Oh, that's hacks.
It is hacks. That is hilarious. He's angry now. You still have an action. You could go try and do it again. Or no, you can't get to him, but you could do something to him.
Conjure. How big across is this hidey hole?
It's not like any across. You can very easily hit him.
No, I mean
He
like
just kind of crouched into his corner.
I want to cover build a little thing across like metal cage across.
Oh, so he can't escape?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's about 4 feet wide. So you can pretty sure you can do that. pretty
Yeah,
easily.
yeah, it's less than a 10-foot cube. That's just an action. So I'll take the 1 mental stress and I'm going to conjure a set of metal bars across that are
Oh, okay. Wait.
really
He is on this side of the hidey hole. He's just next to his hidey hole. He hasn't gone through it yet.
Oh, I thought he went into the hidey hole to hide.
No, if he went out, on the map is not in the hidey hole. If he leaves, he can leave through the hidey hole.
Okay.
Yeah. You can make him not be able to leave if you want, but that's up to you.
How about a 10-foot cube of just a cage that he can't?
Cage,
Yeah.
you can do that.
I hate to be
make
the bearer
me-
of bad news. It's an octopus.
No, like these are super thin bars, thinner than he can squish through.
Yeah.
Oh, it's thinner
make
than his
me-
beak.
It's not a cage. Okay, no, not bars, but like polka dot holes in the metal.
Ah,
that
mesh.
You
Yeah,
can absolutely do it. Make me an Arcana check to get it around him before he tries and dig it out.
absolutely. Arcana Babana.
Ooh, yeah, absolutely. He is caged in.
Wicked sick.
Wicked sicked.
Taste my cage.
All right.
Nick Cage.
Do you move?
I'm gonna head down towards the bottom to see if I can have a little look-see around.
All right. You can move one zone this turn, and then you can kind of look at the bottom. Oh, you already used your supplemental action to do something though, so you'll have to wait till next turn to search.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm not going to be able to search, but I can start heading down.
Yep, you can head down to one zone. Mindra.
Get back into the water.
Like, god damn it.
And I'll blind him.
Oh
Wait,
god,
no.
did you blind 3 meters?
No,
or
I can't.
3 zones? Okay.
I'm thinking about my sword. Have you just meshed like the hole he's hiding in, or is he like covered in mesh?
Well,
Yeah.
he's not in the hole yet. He's next to the hole,
And
and
now
then
he,
he just covered all around him.
and
with
now he,
mesh.
yeah, so he can't get to the hole.
Oh, okay.
He can't get to the hole or you guys, I assume.
Yeah, because I figure
gonna
like, you know, the little habitat area might be a good place to be keeping whatever it's supposed to be guarding, assuming that it's guarding anything. If it were a guardian, not just a thing that lives in a hidey hole.
I'm gonna start pulling him up.
Pull. Oh, the metal. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's underwater, so sure, you can pull him up. He will. Does he want to try and resist it?
Good luck.
He's pretty strong. He could probably like resist it. No, he won't resist it. He'll let you pull him. He doesn't know what's happening. He's really confused and scared. You pull him up. How far do you want to pull him up?
How far can I pull him up?
I'll say with one interact action, you can move him one zone. So if you want to spend your action and supplemental, you can move him 2 zones.
I'll do 2 zones.
All right, he's up in your guys' zone now.
I'm gonna take him out soon. He's gonna be beached.
I'm gonna take him out. Oh god. All right. This guy or reroll initiative. You only got a 3 this time. You guys could actually beat him potentially. Holy shit, Cook!
No.
I crit.
Cook the crit guy. All right, Cook, you go first. This guy is in a mesh ball right next to you.
Wonderful. So I basically just want to, I want to reach up to the surface. I want to grab my blunderbuss pistol, and then I just want to shove it into this octopus face through the mesh.
Got it.
I think I got that pretty clear.
I don't think it'll work in the water though.
Oh yeah, it won't really fire underwater because you are underwater at this point.
Okay. If I fire from just above water into the water, will that work?
Yeah, if you swim up one zone and then fire, it'll have a bit more difficulty because you're shooting through a tiny little hole though. I was like, he'll get a bonus roll.
And you can say that, but it's a blunderbuss pistol, Scythe. I want all the little holes.
What the hell is this combat?
It's something, all right. All right, you swim back up to the top. So you're up here now. Your weapon is treated as having been misfired, so roll that 1df to see if it actually fires.
What's about all that?
It does. Nice.
Hell yeah.
You're going to shoot at him. I'm going to say he has the encased aspect for this, but he will defend. Roll yours.
Go ahead and add the encased aspect as a +2 right now.
Encased for him, because he's in a fucking ball.
Well, then that's only 4.
In this, he has the +5, and he rolls a 7. He puts spin on you. As you shoot the gun into the water and hit the thing, he is going to give you. You drop your weapon. You drop your gun into.
No. Absolutely not.
Don't you have well fed?
Yeah, I do. I reroll that. Okay.
You
I
roll.
can't reroll. I need to reroll until it's better.
That is correct.
God damn it. I'm gonna dump. Okay, it's fine.
Okay, 5. 5. He cannot put the spin on you. You do not drop your weapon.
I'm confused how he has an aspect for being in a wire mesh cage and me shooting a shotgun at him, but okay.
Well, I assume the wire mesh cage. I mean, if it was made to be destroyed, then he can easily enough rip his way out of it. So I assume it was made to block things.
Pretty good logic.
Yeah,
But it's
I
shooting.
kind of agree with
fuck,
5 here.
whatever.
Sorry.
Alright. I don't understand. Maybe you guys should show me the type of cage you guys are talking about because
It's
wire
not.
mesh means something
It's
very
not a
different.
cage. It's not.
It's
It's like a metal with like holes in
He's
it.
basically
it's
he's
not a
basically in
mesh.
chainmail.
it's not even like chainmail. I assume it's more like a cheese grater.
Yeah, because like I want
Yeah.
it to be more like you can't get out than you can get out because this is a squishy octopus.
See, I was thinking something more along the lines of chicken wire, which would literally just keep him in one place.
Oh,
and
no,
give
yeah.
no protection whatsoever.
No, that would absolutely be fine to shoot into, but this is like a
Yeah,
cheese
okay.
grater, so he
That
can't just
now this
pull it
makes
apart.
so much more sense.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, sorry.
All right.
The fact that he got an aspect made zero fucking sense to me there, but now it makes a little more sense.
Yeah. Yeah, so you shoot it, you don't drop your gun, luckily. He's still angry, but he's still stuck in a fucking cheese grater.
I'd be angry if I was stuck
Um,
in a cheese grater. So let's be fair.
It's his turn. He's gonna try and break out, but it's gonna be very difficult. I guess he'll roll for it. He's gonna need
And this is
I'll
against
say he needs a crit.
this is
I'll say he
against
needs a
my
crit.
Arcana.
No. I'm just gonna say it's metal, so he's a fucking octopus. He's gonna need to crit. So he can do that as an action and a supplemental action, I'll say. Get 2 attempts, and he fails both of them. He's still stuck in there.
Poor guy.
Thaddeus.
So I can now complete my action to go down and start looking around.
Yeah, so last turn you got here. Now you can move down here.
Yeah.
You can search. It is a really interesting combat. You can search as a supplemental action and as an action if you so wish. So roll perception.
Okay, that is just a plain 4, I think.
Plain 40 F.
Four.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
A plain +4. You can't really see anything interesting. You do see. All right, you try again. This time you do something. For the first one, you just kind of see. There are some bones of animals down here. It looks like there is a small like bull shark, and I have a bull shark. Smaller than that, like a lemon shark. Is that smaller? I think that's smaller. You see the remains of one of that. Just looks like a skeleton. Some fish skeletons. And some other various sea creature skeletons. With the second attempt, you see inside of the remains of the shark skeletons is what looks like a golden finger.
Hello.
So that's what you see. You can't pick it up this turn because you use your supplemental end action, but you see
Yep,
it.
that's fine.
Mindra.
I'm gonna blind him now.
Now you're gonna blind him. Oh, rude. What is that roll? That's also illusion, right? Pretty sure blind is illusion. Yeah. So he'll roll. Yeah, he got a 1.
What do I roll? I roll Arcana. Yeah.
He still has the underwater aspect, so I guess he'll tag the underwater
I'll
aspect.
tag mine.
Ooh, that was
My
rude.
aspect.
All right, you tag it and you succeed.
Yeah, he's blind. He's
He's
-2
blind as
on
fuck.
all of his rolls.
That's rude. -2 on all of his sad rolls. Reroll initiative. Doesn't need. I mean, it is perception, so yeah, I guess.
Are you gonna spend an action to get him out of the water like you said you're going to? Or
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Other action. I will pull him up the other level.
All right,
Sorry.
he's
Yay.
like floating halfway on the top, halfway in the water, halfway on the water.
Woot.
Woot
Alright.
woot. Cook, Jesus, rolling good initiative.
Yeah. Waiting for anybody?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's your turn.
All right. So he's out of the water now, right?
Yeah, more or less. You can definitely.
Okay, cool. I get out of the water.
All right.
If I had known that it wasn't like a chicken wire cage, then I probably wouldn't have shot into it last turn. But it's a little late now, so it's fine. I drop my fucking useless ass blunderbuss pistol because it never helps me. Obviously, it's no use. I take out a bottle of brandy. I drink that, and I cook calamari.
Okay. He will try to kind of evade in his rigid ball, do his best, but he's blind and sad and crying.
He's blind, sad, and trying to evade an AoE attack while he's stuck in a metal ball. An
He
AoE
rolled
fire
pretty well.
attack. An AoE fire attack while he's stuck in
Here
a
we.
metal.
Oh, you rolled better.
That is with the bespoke diversity for the scene, by the way.
Okay, so that's 5 damage. It was no weapon value, right? Or is it
yeah, it's 5 fire damage. So.
5 fire damage? All right, that's fucking funny. What is his? It says mild.
Seared.
Seared.
Very simple. He gets a nice
Terrible.
sear across most of his flesh.
He's seared. He seared him.
Yeah, that way we keep all the juices in.
Exactly. Exactly correct.
You got the right
and
idea,
yes.
No, I took my supplemental action to drink.
All right.
And then took an action to that, so that's it for now.
Mindra.
Supplemental action, maintain the blindness.
All right. Roll again. We'll see if he crits. Oh!
Oh,
You want to tag his consequence then?
oh yeah, sure.
Okay, you tag his consequence, then he's still blind.
Now let's stab a longsword into him.
Rude.
Only 4. Wow,
Tries to
Might
evade,
get-
sadly.
it's gonna give me an
No, he
aspect.
fails.
Nice. 5.
All right, so that's 5, and he's actually unarmored, so that a blade procs too, so that's 6.
6.
So yeah, it's a lot of damage. What is his moderate?
Lacerations.
Lacerations.
He's been seared and diced. He's almost prepared for feasting.
All right. He's not looking great. Ouchie owie his bones. Thaddeus.
He has no bones. What are you talking about?
Yes.
Ouchie owie his lack of bones.
There we go. Better. So this is the turn. Now is the time. I'm going
Now is
to
the
use
time.
my perception.
Oh, you don't need to use your perception. You can grab it.
Oh
Or
yes.
you can roll again if you want to see if there's other stuff. I
I'm
suppose.
gonna okay. First, for my supplemental action, I shall grabify the gold finger.
All right, you have a gold finger. It is gold and a finger. It's bigger than your fingers, as is a human finger, seemingly.
Then I search. I search once more. Again,
All right.
it's not good.
-1. You don't see anything new. But what you do notice, actually, as you kind of like go down and grab the finger,
Is there more things
his
attached
little-
to the finger? It's actually a hand. It's a gold
there-
hand.
it's a gold It's a warforged. No, it's not.
Gold person.
As you go down to grab it, you notice that little hidey hole he was sitting next to. You look into it. Looks like it's open ocean.
What?
It's open ocean.
You can't really see a lot. It could just be a really big room, but it is very dark. It looks like it's the floor of the ocean.
I mean, that would explain how a fucking octopus got in here. Besides, it was just staying here.
And a lemon shark.
You'd
Yeah.
be a little confused. You're a little confused, as you know. The water here is only like maybe 100 feet deep. You'd think this entire place would be flooded somehow, but it's not.
Reverse pressure osmosis.
Exactly. All right. This thing's turn. He's really sad. He just wants to run away at this point. He's gonna try and break out of the thing again, but you know.
Nope.
That's not fucking happening, boy. You're getting cute. You're getting cooked.
Oh, it's a crit. No critting here. He cries. Reroll initiative.
Make me cook you. I'll do it.
What make? It's gonna be a pleasure.
Good.
A pleasure to
Blind
you.
is a fun spell.
Blind is a fun spell. It's also a fun thing to permanently have.
Yeah.
Yep.
He just needs to learn how to see better.
Cook, master of initiative. How you doing?
Well, that's simple.
Hmm?
What do you say? Clean off the rest of my bottle of brandy, and then I breathe on him again.
Oh, okay. You breathe on him again. He will be sad again.
That good old Jolly Rouge.
Jolly
My
Rouge.
old Jolly Rouge. Make everything a pretty red color.
Is it a 1 damage?
Solid 1 fire damage.
That's not the worst. Could be worse. He no longer has stress boxes.
Got a slow roast. And
You gotta slow roast him. You have to get rid of all of. Oh, you know what? Actually, never mind. He does not take that 1 damage because of one of his abilities.
Aw, what do you mean?
He ignores any source of damage if it only deals 1 damage.
Whack.
You shoot
Very,
fire
very,
into him.
Very slowly.
You just shoot fire into him, and you just kind of see steam of water kind of come off.
I squinted him.
All right, Mindra.
Let's maintain that spell.
Yeah, he has to crit. He didn't crit.
Nope.
Very
Time to
sad.
stab into him again.
Rude. You stab your little sword through the hole.
Little?
Your big sword through the hole.
Right.
I have many problems with how he can fit a sword through the hole, but I can't shoot through one. But it's fine.
You can shoot.
Still.
Well, I mean, you're in a zone now. You can probably shoot through it now, but before you were a zone away, and he was underwater. And
It's because I can stick it through the holes.
It's like when you're like at a baseball diamond thing, and you could throw a tennis ball at the fence, and like you throw like 1,000 tennis balls, and like every once in a while you'll get one to go through, but most of them just bounce off.
Mm.
But if you're
It's
right
pretty
up
wide.
close, you could just like put it right through.
I
Yeah,
spend his
within-
aspect.
because he's in your zone now, if you walk up, you can literally just put your gun into the hole and shoot him.
Got it.
Basically, what I'm doing is I'm inserting the blade into the hole, and then I'm just blending.
Very nice. Just
Yeah,
Fuck.
I figured it would have some
What?
telekinesis shenanigans involved, but I was just
fucking love.
it's just the size of the holes confused me.
So he only took what? 4 damage?
I said I tagged the aspect.
Oh, you tagged the aspect. That's 6 damage?
Yep.
It's the same either way. It's the same severe consequence. What's a severe?
Lunch.
His severe
Lunch.
is into bits.
Ouchie. All right, he's about to die. He's about to die. Thaddeus.
I kind of want to see if I can like peek through a little bit and see if it is in fact open ocean, or if it's just like another little like oceany looking chamber with walls somewhere.
You look through, and first thing you see, you look up and you see the surface. It is easily a few hundred feet up.
Huh.
In fact, as you're kind of outside of the area, you don't feel so good. The pressure is getting to you. You kind of want to get back to where you came from.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get back into like the little like place and then start heading back up towards the surface with my gold fit finger.
Under pressure.
Dun, dun,
All
dun,
right.
dun, dun, dun,
Get
dun,
back there.
dun,
You still have an
dun.
action and supplemental action if you want to try and get there faster.
Yes. Maximum get there.
All right, make me an athletics check or 2.
Athletics check. I am decent with that. No, wait, that's Cook's page because I'm showing off other people's pages.
I am decent with the nope. Yeah, you gotta.
Oh,
you
no,
gotta
I have a 2 still anyway. Yeah.
Nice.
Plus 2. Let's go. So 1,
You fail the first one.
and that's a
16
4.
seconds. Get up to there.
On the
so-
first one, I'm going to use my well-fed.
Even better. You're up to here.
Yeah.
You can kind of get out now if you. Well, yeah, you can get out now, or you can sit in there with the water. Your choice.
Yeah, I think that's good.
All right, cool.
Dell is called for you, Scythe.
What has been called for?
I may be an idiot. So remember the last time I did a bunch of fire damage to him?
Yes.
Well, he was set on fire.
Oh yeah. Well, it doesn't matter because he ignores 1 damage. 1 source
Got
of
it.
damage.
So he's been steamy. Got it.
He's been steaming.
Oh wait, I did 7
Steams.
damage to him because slashing.
7 is actually still just enough. He can take that by using his 1 box that wasn't fucking expended because of that ability. So now he has no boxes and no consequences left. 1 more hit of
Got it.
anything takes him out, at least as long as it deals
Just
2
make
damage.
sure everything's on the double.
Yeah, it is on the go. It's his turn. He's gonna try a last ditch effort to escape, but he's definitely gonna fail.
My crit.
Nope. He's gonna get cooked. Cook. We don't need to reroll. Or you guys want to reroll to see who gets to kill it?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Maybe it'll go before all you guys.
Wow, Mindra wants it.
Bloodthirst.
Wants it.
Okay. Cool.
You might still get it. I mean, okay.
You guys got a fate point, Fatty. Or yeah, Fatty's still a fate point. You want to make sure Mindra doesn't get to go before you.
I have a
Oh,
fate
okay.
point too.
Oh shit.
I have 2 fate points.
You spent one.
I know,
You can
but
only
we,
spend one, and
we
you can
get-
only spend one.
we get
per
one
roll.
free for the campaign every session, right?
You only have the one because you spent 5 refresh, and then you get the free one too. That's why you have 2.
I don't know. Here it says refresh total 6, fate points 2.
Yeah, but I think you just wrote that down wrong, or wrote it down as 2 because you get the free one every session. Because you have 5 refresh worth of abilities if you look at it.
I'll believe you for now.
And
You have
regardless,
Jack of all trades. Yeah, you have Jack of all trades, Major Conjuration, Conjured Barrage, and Magic.
And regardless, you can only spend one fate point at a time.
Oh,
Also
yeah,
true.
that's true.
Regardless, Mindra, you go first, and you're gonna kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I said, I gotta maintain the blindness.
yeah. Maintain the blindness.
No, no.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, he's a little blind.
2 aspects.
No.
Permanently blinded. Those are the 2 aspects.
Permanently blind. Oh God.
And then I'm gonna end his life.
You're gonna end his life. He has 3 aspects on him.
Tag all of them.
Tag all of them. So you crit
13.
and make it a 12.
No, I just make plus 6.
Okay, fair enough. Make it a 13. He is dead as fuck.
15 slashing
wonderful.
damage.
You jam your sword straight through the hole, break the fucking break around that hole, and just fucking go directly through him. God damn.
Mindra's laughing.
That's the end of initiative.
That was
Um,
fun.
Thaddeus has a golden finger.
Oh, what's
Mindra.
that?
Hey,
Oh, I
hey,
actually should have
hey,
said this, Mindra,
hey,
because you were within range at one point. This finger is magical.
That's a magical finger.
hey,
I'm not sure
cook.
what it does. It's magical.
Hey, cook.
Have I
Hey,
heard of
hey, cook.
What?
Pull my finger.
Oh, and actually, now that
Finger.
he's carrying it, Mindra, you're pretty sure the finger is worth somewhere between 30 and 200 gold.
Huh.
That thing's worth like 30 and 200 gold. Or 200. That's a
Depending on
wide
who you
margin.
sell it to.
It's a very wide margin.
It's a very wide margin because it depends on who you sell it to.
Have I ever heard of a pirate or somebody who had a magical golden finger?
You have not.
Also, I pulled the finger.
You pull the finger. Nothing happens.
That's incorrect. Thaddeus makes a farting noise.
Thaddeus makes a farting noise.
I pull up the chopped bits of the octopus onto land.
All right. You pull the octopus onto the land. It's all chopped up. You got calamari. It's all scorched. It's
All right.
good.
So I'm gonna need you to cut out I'm gonna call it ink purse.
Does
Also,
anybody
we're
have
gonna have to keep. No. Do what?
anybody have survival?
He's a cook. He's
Yes.
gotta be able to
I've got
preparate
one
stuff.
survival.
You got 1 survival.
I assume that if I were to try and take this as a meal because I'm trying to cook it, I could probably figure out which part is which part of it is the edible and which part is the inky bits. Huh? I could probably figure that out.
Yeah, sure. The difference would be you might damage the ink sac and spill it everywhere. If
Nice.
not really survival for it.
I'll try a survival, but I'm still trying
Alright.
to prepare this.
It's not too difficult to get out, so let's see what you roll.
It's gonna be shit, I promise you.
You managed to get it out intact.
1. And then I
Hey.
finished preparing.
Then you
Be
prepare
sure to save some of the bits.
some of the bits.
What bits?
The juicy
I'm
bits.
sure octopus tastes great.
I mean, yeah, you can't see it. Cook forgets, but Thaddeus sees Cook in the middle of literally shoving the octopus into a sack.
All right,
Yeah,
you
that's what his plan was.
shove the octopus into a sack. You have an ink sack to use however you wish, and a golden finger to use.
So you said that finger's magical?
Yes.
Yeah,
Is it? What does it do?
I don't know.
How do I find out?
We'll see.
Abracadabra. Hocus pocus. Shazam.
You have you and Mindra are both magically inclined. If you spend some time with it, you can make a check to kind of discern its properties. Otherwise, you could take it to somebody else that's better at doing that thing.
Abracadiscerna.
All right. How long do you want to spend trying to abracadiscerna it? It'll probably take about an hour.
I mean, we're about
Well,
to
we
go.
need an hour to dry off anyway.
Yeah, we've got time to dry off. I mean, we're about to go back to a ship and spend 8 hours driving back to land. I mean, there's gonna be time.
All right. So are you going to head back to the other room first?
Yeah. Let's
Sure.
let's do our ink tracing thing first. I think.
Yeah. So I do want to head back to the ship because I don't think any of us actually have like any paper or anything, right?
No.
Yeah. Do we have spare like sailcloth on the ship?
Not really spare cloth, no.
Bed sheets.
Yeah. I'll say you have hide, spare bed hide that you could put a draw on.
We'll take it.
Got some leathers.
What kind of shitty ship is this?
It's a really shitty ship.
It's the best ship. It's
Doesn't
well.
have any extra sailcloth. Barely has any oil. Not a single fucking cannon.
Yeah,
Terrible.
The other ship didn't have a cannon either.
that's true. They didn't.
I guess that's fair. But then again, they were idiots too, so I don't know.
Yeah, they were.
To be fair, usually when you attack somebody, you don't think they're gonna throw a fucking building-sized javelin at you, then breathe fire upon the ship.
Yeah.
No, not usually, but
They
they
saw-
didn't know what they were getting. I
They
told,
saw
I
a
told, I
sail
said
ship
to the others.
they saw a
I said to the
sail
others.
ship with no armaments, and they're like, "Oh, we could get this thing."
I
And they
said to the other. I even said to the others, let's show them exactly what they're getting into.
All right. You guys go back. You can pretty easily trace the map. At the very least, you can also copy the writing and where the X's are on your own map.
Oh, that's smart. We should do that. I
Mr. J.
I I had thought, initially that what we had gonna be doing was like, copying this whole map. But if we already got a map, we could just like put the X's in the right spot. That's smart. That's real smart. You're a smart cookie.
Speaks to God.
We should probably tell him that he's going to want to come down here and take a look. There's literally nothing dangerous. We can come with him. We can't read any of this damn goblin.
That's why we're taking
This
him
was
back as
well
scribbles.
worth. Go ahead.
And that's why we're taking him back all the scribbles. Come on.
I'm walking here.
I'm walking.
Love it.
I'm
Every
casting
character.
spells here. Come on.
Every
This was well worth This was well worth 250
Oh,
gold pay.
yeah. Easiest 250p I ever made.
There wasn't a single thing we actually had to fight in the ruins itself. Easiest 250 by far.
Of course, you better have it.
We don't tell him that, though.
No, of course not. That octopus, that was a dangerous kraken that the
Oh,
three of us
yeah.
almost died taking.
The sweat of our brow.
Blood of our skin.
All right. So you guys, you copy down what you need to copy down. You head back outside and get back to the boat eventually, and you begin sailing off, and that is where we'll end the session, I suppose.
All right.
God Damn. All right. That is a minor milestone. So just next session, you guys, as normal, get a fucking fate point. No significant or major yet. All right.
That was fun.
Indeed. You guys are gonna go back. You're gonna talk to Leonard. He's gonna be like, "Oh, thanks, guys. That's great."
I don't know if it's gonna be like a long time taking thing, but like, what's up with that finger? What's up with my finger?
Oh yeah,
What does my
the
finger
finger.
do?
You're able to make me an intellect check.
Intellect?
Intellect.
Let's both do it. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
you can both.
I got a +3 for this.
I got
That's
2.
pretty good.
I got 3.
Beautiful. You both roll high enough to discern that the finger is a very simple minor magical item. If you put it on where an amputated finger was, it connects to the person and works as a perfectly working finger.
Oh, look at that.
So it was just a good prosthetic, and then it got eaten.
Very good prosthetic. Yes, it got eaten. Apparently, somebody's hand got eaten. There might be a gold hand out there somewhere that's on somebody's hand after their hand got eaten.
Maybe there's a gold eye out there somewhere.
That could be cool. If we find enough of these gold pots, we can make our own golden boy, and then he could go kick ass for us.
Oh,
No, I wanted the eye for myself, to be honest.
the
but I see
Golden
what you
Man
mean.
treasure hunt endgame fucking companion, the Golden Man. That'd be fucking awesome.
No,
I think I have something to write down.
We've already got a finger.
Write that down.
Write that down. Write that down.
We've got his finger. There's only 295 more bones to go.
That sounds like some fucking ridiculous RPG bullshit. I love it.
The Golden Man.
Or
Let
we
me just
could
write
get
that
really
down.
lucky and just find the golden head.
Just cut
That
off your
would save
head.
us a lot of parts. The entire head's got chomped up by a different shark.
Oops.
Got chopped off by the legendary old Whitey.
If we find a golden head, it better just talk independently.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So
I don't think the golden head thing works the way you want it to, because everything else you attach it to the body and it works, right? But if you can't
Yeah, what if
attach
someone
your
loses
head,
their head?
right? But you'd attach their head to a golden body. You wouldn't attach their head to a golden head, because then you just end up with two heads stuck together.
No, if you lose your head, though.
interesting.
Interesting indeed.
Also, Mindra, you noticed that those obsidian tools, they're probably only worth about maybe 10 gold each. But if you sold them to an ancient goblin collector, you could get more out of them, maybe up to double.
Oh.
Hey, didn't I take those?
I know what obsidian is.
You definitely took them, but Mindra just is able to know all the prices.
Oh yeah, okay, fair. Totally fair enough.
I have insta appraisal if someone touches something. I guess. That's not how I originally thought it was going to work, but it's interesting. Hey,
It's
pick that
basically
up.
when you see somebody kind of like handle something, flip it over, investigate it. It's like, oh yeah, that's that much. Very easy.
I can sense from their aura,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
their
Their
unconscious appraisal.
their aura gets brighter the more it's worth.
So that's good.
Perfect. All right. So you've got that. You think the 30 to 200 is 30 would be if you just sold the gold finger to somebody without saying it's magical, and it's like that's 30 gold worth of gold right there.
200
And
is
then,
if
like,
we like
a hun-
show
a hun-
we show somebody who like no put this on your missing finger. Now try and move the gold finger. See, that's why it's worth 200 gold.
Exactly. So like 30 is that lower level. 100 would be like if somebody knew it's magical and they're like, magical trinket, I'll take it for 100. And 200 would be somebody that's missing a finger that can afford it.
Let's wait for that guy who's missing their finger.
Absolutely.
First
And then
guy
once
you
he
come
pays
across
us,
is-
take it back.
has no money.
We
Just
should
put
the
it
first
down.
nobleman we meet. We should set up so that an accident. You see what I mean? An accident occurs where they lose their finger, and then we show up. We're
You
like,
see,
hey,
you see, now that I know that this exists, and we could do this scam. which we give people these golden fingers and stuff, and we're like, we found so many of these, and we give them one. It's like, here, this is what it does, and then I just wiggle the finger when they wiggle theirs. Then it stops
God
working when we leave.
Yeah,
Fucking lord.
that's awful.
That is awful.
I
That is
love it.
very awful.
Mindra doesn't care. She's blind.
Mindra does. She's blind.
I don't
Blinded
s-
by temptation.
Apparently, blind people have no morals. Yeah, blinded by temptation.
Yeah, that's my trolled aspect. What are you talking about? I'm playing my
It is.
character.
No, I just love that the reasoning that she's blinded by temptation is purely because she's blind.
Oh no,
No
that's
other
not the
reason.
reason. It's just that's her excuse.
We've got one
Okay.
character
blind.
who's blinded by temptation, and one character who's just plain greedy. So there's not a lot that's gonna stay nailed down in this campaign.
It's gonna be interesting. I can say that at least. What is
Fa-
Stella's
favorite-
again? Wanted hog. Yes. You're
Favorite
all-
part.
You're all gonna spend. There's gonna be a jailbreak arc.
Nice.
Oh, it's gonna be very interesting. Someone trying to jail Mindra. Hopefully, they have a wood jail.
Like in a wooden jail, Avatar
They
style.
better, they better not have a wooden jail, because if Cook thinks
Oh,
for
yeah.
1 second he's getting captured, he's not revealing Jolly Rouge at all. He's keeping any bottles of brandy.
God damn. All right.
Favorite part of the session was doesn't look like you have any money, and it's like, well, I wouldn't want to be stolen from. Yeah,
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Good point.
Fucking love it. All right. Well, I will see you guys in 2 weeks, same time.
same time as always.
Same bad
Same time
time,
as always.
same bad channel.
Exactly. All right.
That's
Bye-bye.
been a slice. Take it easy. All right, that was our first episode of Fate. That's going to be every other Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's usually going to go around 3.5 hours till around 10:30, sometimes till 11, depending on whether or not we got work or anything like that going on. So thanks everybody for stopping by. Hopefully you had a good time, and I will see you guys again.